Are we live there?
Yeah, there's a 7-second delay, remember?
Oh no, I know. I'm just asking.
That's the cutoff.
It's just a shtick. Thanks though, Christine. So, I guess we're live. Thanks for tuning into the show, Curious Goods, and our makeshift set. My name is Daniel Mallet, and I'll be the DM for this adventure. Before we get into the game, we're going to start with a few introductions. Without introducing your characters, start.
I'm Patrick McNabb. I will be playing the role of Tharnus.
All right.
Just coming up.
And,
She's downstairs.
oh, nice. Okay. Hopefully we're down one player temporarily. She will be right up. But Justin, you can introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Justin Stone. I'll be playing Barak.
Hi, I'm Mason Hildebrand, and I'll be playing Sin.
All right. And Chelsea will be joining us in a couple moments, and she'll be playing Leaf. All right. Well, I also want to thank a few more people. I want to thank Christine Vautour, who is operating our cameras, our stream, our lights, our sound. Basically, we don't function without her, so thank you, Christine. Boop, boop. Also, I want to thank Erie Escobar for doing our character art. You can check out her art station, and as well, you can check her out on Twitter at Mustache Tape. Also, I want to thank Sirenscape for setting our mood with their music. I highly recommend them for your table. It really enhances the experience. So check them out at sirenscape.com. And if you're inclined to support us at Patreon as well, that will be up on the feed, so you can check that address up there. And if you want to support us, we'll read your name next time we stream at the very end of it. So thank you if anyone does want to do that. Also, we do want to foster an environment that is really respectful and provides a safe space for everyone. But with that being said, we do touch on some subjects potentially that may be a little bit uncomfortable. Also, I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect DM, so I'm going to make some bad calls. Please be gentle with that. As well, there are players here that will make some calls that you might not make, and that's okay. We're here to have fun. Please be gentle to all of them. All right? So, with that being said, I think it's time to begin. All right. So, Velgrath. A land where the past is a foreign country, and where one must follow their convictions into an unknown future. The year is 748 PR, or post-reckoning, as the people here refer to as. The continents here are as varied in their terrain as their political structures. From the swamps of the south to the mountains of the north, the island of Morass is home to many of the scaled folk. The people there stay out of the petty squabbles of the other territories while pursuing their own arcane machinations. East of Morass is Garistide. This large continent is bisected by the Grand Shalita Range to the west and the Oscana Peaks to the east. The north is home to a civilization of all manner of beasts, once fractured by tribal skirmishes and violent war camps. They have since banded together by the tenuous Theron-Laus Accord. No longer do they refer to their land by the name North Garistide. To express their further separation from the nations to the south, they call their territory Stazandor. Even further north are the Stormlands. Little is known about this area, but that it fell victim to the last clashes during the cataclysm referred to as the Fall. Legend has it to be the place of forgotten ruins and relics long faded from the history books. The story takes place in the Tenebrisian Dominion. After seceding from South Garistide, they formed an alliance still held today with Avondale, a city steeped in religious beliefs. As part of their alliance, the Congregation of Avondale stipulated that only one religious icon be recognized, and arcane magics would be prohibited. Any heresy or breaking of these rules was met with swift and severe punishment. Each house of worship and hallowed ground has installed exemplars, and their authority is to be expected. The borders to, the ruler of the Dominion is Edlin Tenebris. In her 48th year of rule, she decreed walls be erected along their borders to keep the criminals at bay. People continue on with their lives living under these restrictions. They run their businesses, they pay their taxes. In exchange, they are provided with safety. Currently, there are disputes over territory between Stazandor and the Dominion along the northeastern border, and a cooling relationship between the Dominion and the free-spirited southern desert regions beyond the Ananwar Mountains. There won't be a test, don't worry. These free-spirited people and those living on the island nations off the coastal regions of South Garistide live under a pact known as the Easement. Our storied beginnings occur on a much smaller scale. In the southeast of the Tenebrisian Dominion, on the western shore of the immense Mittelloch, nestled into the edge of the Schwarzholz, is, welcome Chelsea, our fourth player. I'm just going into the introduction, so you can introduce yourself briefly before, if you want.
My personal self or my fun self?
Not your. Hold off on the fun self. I did mention you were playing Leaf.
Nice.
But, and yes, I had wine ready
That's good.
for you.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it. Oh, I'm all set up, ready to go.
Okay, and your name is?
Oh, where should I look?
There
Yeah,
you
that
go.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, hello. I'm Chelsea. And what else do I need to say?
You're playing Leaf.
I am playing Leaf.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so I'll continue.
Okay.
So, our storied beginnings begin on a much smaller scale. I'm just going to go back a bit. In the southeast of the Tenebrisian Dominion, on the western shore of the immense Mittelloch, nestled into the edge of the Schwarzholz, is the large town of Rudesheim. For the past few decades, people were abandoning this sleepy village until one of the textile experts, they are known as fabricists, discovered a way to use the webs of the spiders living in the Schwarzholz to create a sheer fabric with unique tensile strength, and this fabric is known as Skelber. Since trade has begun to thrive between this town and the major cities, people have begun to flock to this lake settlement. A few families have risen to prominence in the textile industry, and the place does thrive on textile, luxury fabrics, lumber, and those paid to export those resources. Rudesheim is the nexus point of the Skelber Run, which is where our threads converge.
Sounds fancy.
Mm-hmm. And our loom starts to weave. In the early afternoon, we peer inside in a room on the main floor of the Ornery Codger Inn and Tavern. Rising from a well-deserved rest after a long journey, an exhausted man listlessly rouses from his slumber to see his companion on the other side of the room, in her own bed, tightly wrapped in a cocoon of blankets. As well, a quarry they have tied up and asleep, blanketless, on the ground. Will you describe yourself?
Did we tie her up?
She is tied up. I assume you guys probably would have tied her up.
Starting on the down note. You're a bad person.
Choices, I like it.
My character is Tharnus. He is he has some pointed ears that identify him as half elven because he does wear a beard. He strangely has kind of got a receding hairline, lots of gray hair, and kind of a somewhat unkempt appearance. Yeah, he's usually carries a bow around.
What's he wearing?
He's
So
dressed
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? You will see when you talk to the person on the ground.
He's not wearing his customary chainmail because he was sleeping, but he wears kind of leathers for hunting and that kind of deal. And he's got a chainmail vest and
Alright.
Various pouches and backpacks and arrows and quivers and a couple of short swords.
All right.
All the things a well-heeled adventurer would be expected to pack around.
All right.
Yeah.
And so,
And he's been up for about an hour, gone to pee a couple of times, and now he's just waiting for everybody else to wake up or come out of their trances.
and about this time, you start rousing awake. It's been a long sleep, and Tharnus has been waiting up for a bit. And do you want to describe yourself?
Sure. Sim is a pale elf with red hair. She's got a quarterstaff, and most of her clothing is made of fauna and leaves. A bit of leather. Other than that, it's pretty much it. She does not carry a lot with her.
How's your hair in the morning?
It's very much bedhead.
Okay, all over.
Your clothes are made of fauna, like animals?
Like fauna, like leaves and
Oh, like
Oh,
that-
flora.
Okay, there you go.
It's all animal
You eat
pelts.
squirrels? That would be
It's
great.
I've got a live pelt of squirrels. They're constantly crawling around.
Oh my god, they would be so excited.
That's awesome. No, it's the opposite ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still good, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
They never seem to wilt.
And so,
It's Finn, right?
Sim.
Sin.
Sim.
Sim.
S-I-M?
S-I-M, yeah.
Like the card?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And so, your quarry is still asleep on the floor.
Telra, is that her?
Telra. And she's bound currently.
Okay, well,
Just
I'm
fine.
feeling a little bit bad. I don't recall tying her up. At least not leaving her tied. All right, so I'm going to free her.
Okay.
And also be like, Telra, we're not sleeping in here. It's time to get up. We got to take you to the shop.
I'd appreciate that very much. It's been not the most comfortable of sleeps I've had, but I still thank you for carrying me all this way. And about this time, you guys do start to smell cured, like meats being cooked and food down at the down below at the inn. And yeah, what do you guys feel like doing?
Breakfast.
Breakfast. All right. So I guess we are down. I don't know if I've got a tavern one here at the moment, but we'll just go with town generic at the moment and hope that works. There may be some cows in here. I'm not 100% sure, but
They're just waiting for their turn on our table.
all right. Oh, that's loud. That's a wee bit loud there, isn't it? And so you can see. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. So as you get downtown, there does seem to be a bit of a buzz going on. There's a decent amount of people down in the tavern. You do see the one guy you saw the previous night, who is sort of face down on the table, still sitting at his table.
But he never left.
He didn't leave. No,
Right.
no. Well, he may have, he may not have, but he's got a full plate of food in front of him, and the barmaid who you met, and the owner of the tavern, Nessa, is still. She's running around, and what can I get for you there? Are you just checking out, or are you gonna have some brekkie?
I will have breakfast.
All right.
All of
And,
it.
All of it. Oh, that's quite a bit. And your companions.
You got any tea?
I got some tea. I can get that for you.
Some tea.
Sure. Just let me prepare that for. And you in the middle there. Please, I like a bit of food there. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you. Some bacon if you got some mash. That'd be great. Thanks. Aye, sure. I'll get that for you in a sec there. Just in a tiff. Any drinks?
Ale.
Ah. Oh, quite a morning. I mean, it is almost afternoon here. You did sleep quite late, but I'll get that for you. Aye. All right.
Somebody's.
So she goes away, grabs you your food, brings you your ale, and gets your food sat down in front of you. Is anyone paying for the lot, or is it? Shall I do this up separately?
Taylor, what you got for coin?
For coin? I mean, if I need to make some coin, I can make some coin.
I'm kidding.
Fair enough. Strange.
We'll have separate bills. You can split.
All right, sure. And so she.
You can do the math.
Sure.
Because I'm
So-
sure it's not going.
That's fine. Yours is going to cost about, I would say, a silver and a couple copper.
Mhm.
Yours will be about. What did you order?
You know what?
I just said the tea, but I'll get
Look.
I'll get breakfast.
I'll get her tea. Just
Fair
this
enough.
once.
Much appreciated. That's great. Appreciate it. Much more easy. And the one in the middle there, that will be.
We'll take care of that.
All right. Fine. That'll be 2 silver, 2 copper, please.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'll mark that
And she
down.
goes off and she does taking care of the people, and goes over to the guy in the corner, and he's like, just another ale, just get me. All right, I'll get you another one. Fine. Just goes back and grabs. You guys, what do you guys feel like doing?
So we,
We're gonna go to that place.
yeah, once we finish breakfast, head to the shop, I guess.
All right. So you guys manage to finish your breakfast. You end up paying for everything, and you guys are looking for
Curious goods.
curious goods. All
Yeah.
right. So you guys head back to the location where you were the previous night. You guys know where it is, and had shot an arrow at the window.
Right. Didn't it go through or no?
No, it didn't.
Damn it.
No,
Bounced
Even off
and
a good
landed on
roll.
rooftop somewhere.
no. Ricochet. Anyways, so you get back there and you do see a closed sign on the door.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot another arrow if this is. this. Well, I guess we could knock first.
Yeah, I'll knock.
Why don't you knock? I bought the tea.
I'm already like going to
Go ahead.
I'm like, yeah, I'll just.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Is there an answer at the door?
Friend Barrack, do you hear a knock from above?
I did. I don't now.
Intriguing. In this town, do you know if a knock pertains to a wanting to enter or exit?
Leaf, there's someone at the door. That's what you're hearing.
So-
Someone is outside the door that would like to come into the place that we are.
Wonderful. We were looking for a person. And then Leaf goes upstairs.
Okay.
Leaf, this isn't our prop. Never mind.
All right. So Leaf goes upstairs and Barak as well.
Yes.
Okay. Are we? And I just want to get clarification. Are we calling you Barak or Barrack?
It's up to you.
No. This is your character, man.
It is Barak, but he's gotten so used to being called Barrack, he doesn't care anymore.
He's been mispronouncing it for so long.
Yeah,
he
it
has
doesn't
no
matter.
idea.
Barrack at least doesn't make you both parts of a tree.
It's true.
If it's bark,
Which actually is kind of cool if it did,
leaf and
anyways.
bark, you
That's
guys
kind
are
of
so
lovely.
I would love it so much. If
Yeah.
you only knew.
Yeah. But anyways, just before we actually, we'll wait until you get upstairs to them. So you go up, and who's gonna answer? You're gonna answer the door.
Oh,
I'm
Leaf
assuming.
just goes directly to the door and then just pulls it open with a big smile and says, "Hello, friends."
And so yeah, as soon there's this. Describe yourself.
Leaf
to
is
them.
about 7 feet tall, warforged, so a giant wood and kind of metal golem with burning blue eyes, wearing kind of like a ripped tapestry as like a cloak, and there's also a tiny little mountain weasel on his shoulder.
There's a moment of deer in the headlights from Sim before she kind of backs away.
He also has a giant scar that comes down right above one of his eyes and goes all the way.
Don't mind him, her, it, they. Hi.
And
I'm Barak. I am only 6'2". I have long, black, luxurious hair and a 5 o'clock shadow that never grows or leaves. I'm wearing a long black coat with a collar. I have what's visible is one knife, and maybe peeking out underneath my wrist is a bow or a small crossbow attached to my wrist. I identify as human, but I do have little pointy ears sticking out of the hair that you can see just now and again. Hello? Can we help you? We're closed.
We are?
We are looking for the proprietor.
So are we. How fascinating. Barak,
How
these
did
two
you
are
get
looking for
in?
the same thing as us. We opened the door.
What?
Is that not what one does? One
We tried
looking
that.
to enter?
Did we
We
not
did.
try that?
We did.
the previous night.
So you opened the door this morning.
Of course, we opened the door, we came in, but there was no one here. But now there is. Barak. Friend Barak, there are people here.
Makes
Leaf.
sense to me.
What are we going to
We're
do
going to
with
talk
her?
later about. Never.
Oh.
What are you two looking for?
And just to let you guys know, there is a rather attractive, striking human with them, Telra. It's a pleasure to.
No.
Hello.
Oh, no.
What's your name?
And she is wearing quite.
She's not part of the state.
She's wearing a caftan that's like red, but it's super dirty. She's been wearing it probably for about 5 days and hasn't had a chance to wash it.
Would you like a drink, young
She's
lady?
a criminal, sir.
I would
No.
be agreeable to
No.
What? It's past noon. What can it hurt?
It's past noon. What can it hurt?
Here you go.
What
was your name again?
Telra Dusk.
Telradol.
It's a pleasure.
You look cold, friend. Would you like to come in?
I would appreciate coming in here, and
Please.
thank you
Would
very
us
much
all
for
enter?
this nip.
Tell Barak your bad crimes.
Ooh, this smells. But I appreciate it. It's quite it's quite amazing.
There's alcohol in there.
Thank
that's
you.
Why. What did this tiny thing do to you two?
Well, we don't have to talk
No.
about that.
It was-
No.
Let's talk about
we-
this.
Wasn't to us. It was.
She murdered 5?
That's not 5.
How many then?
3.
3 people by sucking their life force from them.
That's less funny
Using
than
a
I was
flask.
expecting.
Much like that one.
I mean,
What? Did you put something dead in there?
I wouldn't have done it to you. I mean, I did use something like
Totally
that to do it, but
Friend Barak, I think perhaps we should not have opened the door.
Yes, that's what caution is, Leaf. We'll talk about it later. Sorry.
We're meant to be delivering her to our patron.
I'm not too sure. You never really told me her name.
I'm asking the DM, not you.
Jesselyn Tart.
Thank you. Jesselyn, who we were meant to meet here, if I'm not mistaken. Sin, does that sound...
Yes.
Leaf, weren't we supposed to meet somebody named Jesselyn Tari?
I believe, yes.
Here?
Yes.
Why the hell isn't she here?
We don't know. We broke in. I mean, we came in, it was unlocked.
Seems
I have not
logical.
broken anything today.
That's... You broke a stair on the way up the stairs.
Is there a... Alright, look, we should go in.
Yeah.
We'll wait inside.
Hi, I'm Sim.
Barrack.
Hi, I'm Sim.
Hi, Sim.
That and towering over you. I don't know how much strength you use for it.
Barak has very little, Leaf has very little understanding of their strength,
Okay.
so likely something cracked.
So there's a bit of a yelp.
Yeah.
And so as you get inside, what you guys see is you see like it looks like a junk store, but there's also a lot of really nice sort of jewelry. Occasionally, there's like knickknacks, tchotchkes, there's chandeliers hanging all over the place. At the back of the room, sort of toward, probably about 20 feet forward in, you see what is like a place where there's a cash register. Beyond that, there's a room with a bunch of books. To the left, there's a staircase going up, and there's another one behind it descending.
As I face everyone, I walk over and just check the cash register to see if there's anything in there. Because like a warm railroad
done that
track, it
before?
would tell people.
Are you going to do this stealthily, where
Very.
everyone, but so no one else is seeing?
No, they can obviously see me.
Okay,
I'm
that's
not really
that's fair.
hiding.
You're not being cagey about it at all.
No.
Cool. So you go over to the register. It does happen to be locked.
That's no problem for me.
Make a lock. And add your thieves' tools. It should be at the very bottom of the skills there. No, not over to the. Yeah. There you go.
19.
19. Ooh. First roll of the game, guys.
Positive.
Well done.
Nice. And yeah, as you go in, there's like, it's a very simple rudimentary lock. So you just put in your thieves' tools and then and then the drawer comes out, and you do see there's not too much coin in there. You probably see about 20 silver and maybe about 15 copper just for errant change to make. Yeah.
Lift
And
up.
apparently a rooster.
Okay.
Leaf jumps up
outside.
and immediately starts looking for this rooster.
Leaf, it's outside. It was outside the door. You guys mind closing the door?
Perhaps it was hurt.
Fine. Thornus will close the door. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
door
you.
is closed.
Assuming the Telra has now come in.
I appreciate coming in right now. I don't want to be out there. I mean, you did bring me here for a reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I mean, you did tell me to keep quiet. I will. Sorry,
Is there
sorry.
a cell or a closet or something in this place? that we can-
I resent that.
Is
There's a
there-
basement.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
I do
let's-
not particularly appreciate the imprisonment of ones, even if they are ones who have damaged the lives of others.
Barrett
If-
holds up the case with the imprisoned person inside. to
Oh.
remind
That
Leaf
is that is a
what-
non-entity at the moment.
What are we
However,
seeing?
I will
So what you guys see,
still-
I just have a case.
he has a case, and it's probably about I'd say this big, about that
valise?
wide. It's like it's a mini trunk. Yeah,
Okay. But it's closed. We can't.
Yeah, it's sealed.
it's closed. It's locked.
Fair point. I'm going to meditate on my poor choices. And Leaf goes into the back room with all the books and just kind of like kneels down and meditates.
Okay.
Did someone tell you to bring this woman here?
Indeed.
Who was it?
Jesselyn.
Yes.
And as you guys
We have a
are,
letter.
I have a letter.
We have a letter.
What does your letter say?
It's very long.
Mine too.
I'm not going to read it.
Me neither. But check the handwriting. It looks the
Right.
same.
It looks very similar. Wait, yes.
Who is it signed by?
Jesselyn
Jesselyn Turkey.
Turkey.
Toby?
Tarley. Yeah.
I can
I
read.
think-
Shut up.
I think we're looking for the same person.
Interesting.
and just as you guys are having this discussion, you hear like a ting, 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 and the door opens, and
We're closed.
excuse me, I'm just looking. I'm just in town for the fair, and I just wanted to. I was picking up some stuff for my wife. I just wanted to check out some of the wares. Are you closed though? I can come back later. And in this person is dressed in finery, very nice, elegant clothes. They've got long pointed ears, brown hair, quite well to do.
Your name?
Your name,
Barak.
Garen Beauchamp. Is this your store?
It is. It is. These are my friends.
Make a deception check.
22.
Yeah. I
My face, by the way, is not passing this deception.
Not passing it.
If
But
Garen were to look at me, they'd be like,
yeah, no, he's not looking at you.
Okay.
He's got all of his focus on Barak. I would appreciate just checking out your wares. My wife Marie back home in Roshan, she really did want me to pick up a few things here. You don't mind? You are. It is the mid-afternoon.
We were closing for a small gathering. Some close friends and I are. It's a religious holiday just for us.
Important meeting.
Oh, a religious. You are a worshipper of
Is
horror.
there something I can help you find?
I mean, I was just wanting to peek around, but I mean, I can come back later.
Tomorrow.
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 And tomorrow. And
Tomorrow. He just sort of backs out, a little bit unsure
Good
of the
day,
situation.
sir.
Thank you. Come again. I lock the door this time when I close it.
Okay.
Tharnas is like, what?
So you do own this place?
Well, in a way, in a manner of speaking, we were here first, finders
Sim, I'm
keepers.
pretty sure he doesn't know this.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying that at some point I would like to own a store of my own.
Tell me about the dungeon.
Basement.
All right.
I mean,
How's-
we don't.
you
It's
say
not a
potato?
dungeon, really. I don't
How
need to.
dangerous is this woman?
Very.
Not very. I mean, not anymore.
Just gonna look around for some rope.
You guys have the equipment. I can't really do anything.
I found some rope. I'm looking around for some rope.
You make a perception check.
I have some rope. I forgot it's in
Oh,
my
you do
pocket.
have some rope.
I
Okay.
just huck it over to you.
I mean, do we have to do this? I've been pretty respectful these last. How many days has it been?
Last night was rough. I do not want to try to get murdered again.
You guys almost got murdered last night?
Yeah, by vines.
Oh,
It's been a weird couple of
we
days.
had a great sleep.
Yeah, it was quite wonderful.
This has been about a week and a half for you guys. The journey from that place, just to give you a heads up.
Okay, it's been a weird week and a half.
Right.
And actually, I slept okay last night because I had a lot to drink. Leaf snores, though, heavily.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's like,
Do they even breathe?
you ever hear two trees crashing into each other, like when one is falling? That's what it sounds like when it snores.
And at that time, you hear a knock at the door. Hello? Can you please let me in?
I unlock the door and open it. We're
Thank-
closed.
This is my store, young man.
Oh, apologies.
I was gonna say, I thought we had a sign out there that said,
Yes, I've got a sign out there, but
Are
I mean,
you Jesselyn Turkey?
Tarly. Yes, I am. And you are Barak.
Yes.
You don't. It's all right. Pleasure. Tharnas?
Tharnas.
Sim.
Jesselyn.
Leave.
Jesslyn. Absolutely. And,
Yes, hello!
oh!
Hi.
I-
Are you the one we have sought? Another friend Baron.
Leaf, this is Jesselyn Tarley
Friend Jesselyn, a
from,
pleasure.
from the letter.
It is a pleasure to meet you. I didn't expect anyone else coming, but I mean I did support some help for you on this journey. And have you brought the aforementioned items?
Yeah.
Lift up the case.
I'll pull up the flask.
Oh,
Gesturing to the woman.
Leaf
well,
Please
takes
take
after
her off
you
her
and just
hand.
like does a gesture towards the case as well, trying to figure out what everyone's doing.
what is she doing here?
Well, you could talk to her and. Did you not?
I did not. I didn't make any specific
All right.
references to anyone else.
You don't want her?
Well, I mean, who
Yes
is
or no?
who is she?
She's the one that had the flask and was murdering people.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I could probably help her. She is cursed.
That's what we did. We told her that she could maybe get some help.
I could
That was
help
nice of us.
with that. I'm sorry.
I just take my rope back from you, so obviously now you're not going to use it.
I'm sorry you had to go through
She's
this.
still a bad person.
I resent that very much. I mean, okay, out of
She
fairness,
sucked the life
Sure.
out of at least 3 people.
I
that we
mean,
know of.
they kind of deserved it.
Who gets to decide that? You?
Well, I mean, I've got the flasks. Well, not anymore, but...
No.
Anyways, I just would really like to have this thing removed from my being.
And it is possible that with a lifetime of good works, you may balance the scales.
Thank you very much. I
I have a
appreciate it. I almost
question.
slipped into Jesslyn there for a moment.
Are the souls of the people you murdered in those flasks?
No, I would say they're kind of more in me. Not really souls, but life essence.
This is gonna be another weird week.
Maybe a bit. I'm sorry.
Which one are you? Are you the girl?
I'm
the...
Telradosk.
All right.
Yes.
Your accents are remarkably similar.
Well, Jesselyn is a little bit
There
here.
we go. There's
Yes, there we
okay.
go. Telradosk. Anyways, I'd appreciate this very much if we could get this over with. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to head from here. You took all me gold. So,
Oh,
well,
How
So,
much?
it wasn't much. It was,
so
There's a couple gold.
if we can
Oh.
just get on with this. Actually, I would appreciate if we could go downstairs and just put the aforementioned items in
dungeon.
the vault. No, the vault.
the
Oh,
dun-
vault!
Absolutely.
That makes
Is there room
excellent
for her in
sense,
here?
friend Jesselyn.
in there?
Ah, that's... No, probably not. I mean, I don't think she would survive long in there. So,
Do you often put people inside small enclosed spaces?
I have not done that before, but I'm finding that she's talking way too much.
can we
Do
take a
you?
vote?
And I'll
For a
pass
prisoner.
the
I'm
case.
back on the tie her up train. Can we take a vote about this?
Prisoner / murderess.
Who's for tying her up?
I'll.
I'm ambivalent.
Yeah.
She's your prisoner, but I don't want my soul sucked out into a flask.
I just really don't want to be looking after her anymore, I think is what it's coming down to.
all right. I mean, if we please just put these things into the vault,
Okay.
maybe I can get cured, and you guys can get on your way, and I can get on my way. I mean, I would appreciate that as well. I mean, let us head downstairs.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
We're curing her and then she's going on her way. That feels like a bit of a shortcut around justice.
I think we can probably just send her to the guard afterwards.
That's an excellent idea.
So you guys head
As long
downstairs.
as it's not us.
There's a lot of whispering.
I'm gonna trip
Can
on
you
a
hear
broken
them?
stair.
Yes,
I have pretty good ears. I just didn't know if you could hear them or not.
I'm surprisingly good at hearing.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
It's a good day for you, Lee.
Thank you, friend Barrick. Your compliments mean very much to me.
I've had a lot to drink this morning.
I know.
So, as you guys go downstairs, as you head into the cellar, you head down a set of wooden stairs. Descending into the room, the walls seem to be like wooden planks on either side, and there's like little roots crawling in from them, but the back seems to be made of stone. The room is like 20 by 20 feet. And there's
How tall is the ceiling?
the ceiling, I would say it's probably about, it's enough for you to make it through. So there's about, I'd say 9 feet down there.
It's a good basement.
It's a decent size.
Full-size basement.
So the stone room is carved out and it seems quite expertly crafted and hollowed. There are carvings all over the place into the stone, which flow back into them as she waves her hand in front of it to reveal a door.
That's
there's-
a neat trick.
I mean, I've got a little bit of protection here. I need to keep these things safe.
Okay, in good faith, you had a customer before you got here. He looked very well dressed, and I kicked him out.
We told him to come back tomorrow.
Well, thank you very much. I'd appreciate it. I mean, I am doing a business here.
We tried to sell him something, but he seemed a little afraid.
Okay. Thank you.
I blame Captain Soulsucker over there that we won't tie up for some
Aye,
reason.
please. It's a bit offensive. Anyway. So,
Gross. by the way. They were
there's
gross.
carvings all over the place and in the stone. which have sort of a flow to them. There's at the back end, there's this hexagonal recession into the wall, and there's rather large sigils carved into it, and they're radiating towards the perimeter of this hex. Jesselyn approaches the sigil, and she makes a few gestures and says some words kind of under her mouth. And the door just sort of starts to like go away like paper almost, and flitter into just like ash descending from a volcano, and just until it's gone, and there's a hollowed out room in front of you with shelves.
Beautiful. It's like the tears of fire.
Yes, I've never heard it quite described like that.
That's what Brother Freshwood used to say whenever I've tried to write things.
Is you're like fire?
No, what would happen, he would take the things and put them in the fire and call it the tears of fire.
Oh. Oh. Well, here is a room where we do store these items, and as you enter into there, you guys can see a few various different things. You see nesting dolls, and these are all under sort of glass cases. There's sort of like a greenish sheer to the tinge to these cases as well. There's like nesting dolls, there's a book, there's a needle and thread, and there's another place where there's a green gem as well. So if you would please, I would appreciate if I could get the case from you.
Will you be able to help her?
Unfortunately, I think she is beyond help.
We understood that there was a reward.
Absolutely, and as soon as we get these shut into here, I would be more than happy to retrieve you your finder's fees.
That green gem would be a fine trade.
I don't think you want to touch that.
Is everything in this room cursed?
Absolutely.
Right, here you go.
Leaf takes it first and holds it close, and just like whispers, "I'm sorry. I hope you can find your rest."
And as
Touches his forehead.
as you say that, there's like a little bit of a banging on
Yes.
it. Thank you very much.
Take good care of her. She is a lost soul.
I will do the best I can. If there is a way we can help poor Marishka, we will do our best. And puts it on the shelf and puts a case on top of it as well. And the flask?
You are?
Thank you very much. And similarly, places the flask down. And this is like a platinum flask, and there's a banding of like ivy across the center of it. And she puts it down and puts the case onto it.
I hold mine next to it. I'm like,
I think you're safe. And I would just, we can back out of here, and I will get your fee and do what I can to help Telra here.
Leaf starts physically backing out of the room,
Okay.
just not looking
Making a
behind
beeping
him.
sound.
Yeah, not looking behind them.
Backing up.
what about her?
As soon as we get up, I will definitely, I will be assisting.
Oh, we're not going to leave her in here.
No, I mean I can help her.
Oh,
And then deliver her to the proper authorities to answer for her crimes.
I mean, that is not my choice. It's not something that I would venture to do, but if you feel that she deserves this, then that is up to you.
It's nothing but trouble.
She's been given this item. She's not sought it out.
She did seek the revenge, didn't she?
I mean,
She chose.
she did make a choice. As I said, you must make a choice yourself. I'm not gonna. This is not on me. Not on me. Anyways,
All right.
let's get out of here. So, you guys back out?
Yep.
As you've backed out already.
well, I turn around and walk out like a normal person. But
Leaf does not.
And there's like scraping on the floor as you're backing up.
I'll look over and follow suit. Strange customs in these lands.
And so as you do back out, she does make another gesture, and the door sort of reforms in the same way that it closed. Then she waves her hand again, and it looks like a solid rock wall.
It's beautiful work.
Thank you very much. I will
You're welcome, friend
I will be sure to pass on your thanks. And we'll get into that.
Our
another day,
contractor,
dear.
Leaf.
Well, it could be in that sense. Anyways, let's head upstairs.
Very well.
Yeah, not much for expanding on that at the moment. I mean, let's get Telra cured.
Oh, we're doing that now.
Oh, did you?
Well, Leaf and I can take our reward and head on our way.
I mean, sure. I will.
We
a
just
minute.
met these folks just now.
All right. I will go and get some coin. And she goes upstairs. Oh, yes.
There was also a matter of a bow.
Oh,
I
oh.
believe you spoke of it.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
I do have a suitable replacement for you. You probably don't want to be using that. Yes.
So far, it's done very well.
Well,
Of course, I haven't missed anything.
that would be the key. I mean, you can try. If you would like to miss intentionally.
Could I see what you have on offer?
Yes. And she leaves for a moment. She goes upstairs. She goes and grabs what she does, comes back down, and she brings, and here is for each of you. I appreciate you assisting Barak Leaf. 20 gold and 20 gold.
Oh,
Wonderful.
thank you. Leaf just hands their gold to Barak.
I'll take good care of this for you, Leaf.
Thank you.
But if you want to buy something, you just let me know.
Thank you, friend Barak. I trust you completely.
And she hands you a bow. It's a simple wooden bow, short bow, and it's got some intricate carvings in it, some runes. This bow, what it can do is it can help illuminate the way. Not for long. I mean, if you have a bow or an arrow notched in it, it will stay lit. But as soon as you fire it, it will only last for another 6 seconds after that. So, here is your bow, your replacement bow.
Excellent.
And I would appreciate, I will keep the Linetta's bow.
Mm. Thank you.
Are you
I will
sure?
keep Linetta's bow.
I must insist. This has a past.
This bow has a past?
No,
Linetta's bow has a past.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It contains the soul of someone who sought to be a lich.
Well, that's uncomfortable, but it's a better bow than the one that you're offering me to replace with it.
Yes, if you quench its thirst, she shall be released.
Okay, I'll take this one. You can have this one.
I thought you'd see.
Can you just... is she telling me the truth?
Make an insight check.
That's a 19 on the die.
She seems to be up and up.
Alright.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and she hands both of you 20 gold as well for your troubles. Now, I mean, I may have further jobs, excursions for you all. So should you decide you would like to invest time into these, there will be more coin. But I mean, you've had quite a journey, so I would suggest, since there are festivities tonight, enjoy the festivities out in the town, and just come back tomorrow. We've got if you would like. It's up to you.
Are we all satisfied?
What's this other job?
Well, there may be something in Roshan. There is another item I do need procured, but as I said, you guys have had a long, long journey. You should celebrate. Use some of your coin. There is a fair going on.
What kind of shop is this? I have not seen such a collection of items since I left the monastery.
Well, I mean, this is a front, shall we say. It is a store. We do provide items for people, but there are people all over Velgrath, 4 others, who own similar stores. We try to remove certain items and try to restore some semblance of a balance. But it
Balance
is,
to what?
well, we would like to further some, how do I put it, positive energy in the world. Shall there be an imbalance, certain energies might be released. And if we are able to remove these, they prevent others from entering.
The histories speak often of those who meddle in balance, and not always positively. How do we know that you are on the side that you speak of, and not the side of those who push for other things?
Huh. That's a fair question. I mean, what do you see when you look at me? And do you want to make an insight check?
Sure. Oh, 4. Good job, Leaf.
Very, very tough to read. But seems okay.
I see a creature of this world, nothing more or less.
Pardon me?
I see a creature of this world, nothing more or less. But creatures move in different shapes.
This is true. I mean, absolutely. We all have something that we are trying to keep close to our chests. And I assume the same is with all of you.
Leaf pulls Mr. Needles out.
It's quite an adorable one.
I keep him close to my chest.
And you guys see this little mountain ferret. It's quite affectionate towards Leaf, and it's gray in color. It's got sort of extra long ears and some banding across it, but generally it's a gray color, but it's got some sort of dark bandings across it.
Well, that's a lot of double talk. Let's go to the tavern for the rest of the day.
There's some drinking.
I want to see if I can get Leaf drunk. It's been sort of my goal since we started hanging out.
Frederick, you have tried many times and it has been ineffective.
We have a lot more money now.
Very well.
Okay.
Sim?
Would you like to join us?
Oh,
Sure.
yes, new friends. Not
Back
that
to
I
the
wish
local
to
country?
not partake with you, my old friend.
No offense.
I would appreciate if we could just, I mean, if you guys want to go, that's okay. She can help me, and I'll see you two later.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah, we're. Good luck. Good riddance.
Really?
Should we kill her?
Well,
No, we shouldn't kill her.
Should we take her to the prison?
kind of painful
Well,
at the same time. But
Jesselyn has offered to help with this curse situation.
Huh?
How long
Fine,
is
no.
this?
it's okay.
Give
Pardon
us
me?
a time frame. How long will it take you to get rid of whatever's inside of her?
Well, just give me a second here. And she just sort of waves her hands around her head and starts saying a few words. You see like this sort of a dark purplish mist forming all around her, and then it sort of and disappears. I think we're about done.
It's that easy to cure a curse.
Well, I mean, can you cure a curse?
Super easy, barely an inconvenience. That's it?
Aye.
I
How
think
are
we
you,
should
young
leave it
one?
to Jesslyn's discretion.
She already said that she wasn't going to make her.
So, just to address Leaf. Well, I feel quite fine. And she starts to sort of, her hair starts to turn white,
Turkey, what'd you do to her?
and she sort of starts to haunch over, and she sort of doubles over in a bit of pain, and then screams out a little bit, and then gets back up, and what you see is now an older woman.
Okay, I think that works.
Are you all right?
She's looking at her hands and sees the liver spots that were on them. Yes, I'm back home.
Back where you started.
Aye.
So this is where you were before you started sucking the life out of these people.
You were drinking souls to get young?
I mean, I didn't know that's what it did.
That's cold.
Right?
Leaf walks over and puts a heavy hand on her shoulder.
She's just sort of like,
You
Leaf.
still have years to balance the scales. May your skies be blue, wise one.
I will try. Thank you very much,
Will you, though?
Tin. I mean, I've got a lot to atone for.
Indeed.
I can try.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Roll on.
21.
She actually does seem kind of genuine. And she seems... Just a second. I'm going to...
Whispers.
Secret.
Ooh.
So many whispers.
Leaf, your lesson for today is don't suck other people's souls to get younger.
This was not a concern, but I appreciate the feedback.
It's
Thank
always
you,
good to
friend.
know
Well,
things.
Maybe you could serve your time working for Jesslyn.
I mean, that is a it's a possibility. I mean, I could try. I mean, I'm pretty old now. What? Being probably about 85. It's,
Selling antiques.
could help with that. Would you mind? Well, I mean, personally, I don't exactly want a murderer working for me, but I mean, we can try. So, I guess that's that.
Leaf claps.
Thunderous clap.
Yeah, ting, ting, ting. So yeah, so what are you guys gonna do?
I need a drink.
Already heading to the bar.
Oh, you've already left.
Yeah, this got boring as soon as she got old.
Fair enough.
Leaf turns around and says, "Oh,
Leaf!
join us."
Sure.
All right. So you guys head over to the Ordinary Codger Inn and Tavern, where you briefly stopped that previous night, just before you went to check on the store.
So, when I walk in the door, I just do a little perception check of the room.
Absolutely.
See who's around. Oh, I did not do... Oh, wait, 14.
14. The place does seem to be kind of busy at this point, and it seems that it's actually quite packed.
Okay.
At this time.
Seats at the bar or table?
You could probably manage to find a table, but they're just going to be getting to be taken. So make a dexterity check, because people are moving over there right now.
Oh, not so good.
Oh!
Wait. No, 8.
8? Okay, so someone else manages to slide into the table right before you, but there is sort of-
Excuse me! Jerk.
Sorry.
Are they bigger
I
than
didn't
me?
see that you were sitting here. They are quite sizable.
How
for
close is
human.
Leaf to me?
How close is Leaf? Leaf seems to be walking in the door just about now.
Perfect. Beat it.
Excuse me, why would I leave?
This is my friend Leaf.
Hello, friend Barrick. Is this a new friend? Hello. Are we sitting here?
We will be in a second.
Sure. Sure.
Tharnus, Sim,
Sure.
over
Will
here.
you be joining us, new friend?
Oh, sure?
Bye.
No. No.
Well, it is important to stick to your choices. Good luck, friend. And then Leaf sits down on one bench and takes up most of it on her own.
Sort of like Homer Simpson into the bushes through the crowd. So you guys follow suit?
So,
Is the gentleman that was passed out the night before still there?
He is still he's still there. When like the same guy that he's absolutely in the room. He's still sitting at the same table. And Nessa is running around back and forth. There's another halfling also taking drink orders and comes over to your table. What can I get for you?
ale.
Hurry.
Four ales and a bottle of whiskey.
I like you. Thank you. And just leaves and goes and grabs your drinks.
Leaf, would you like any food?
I'm all right at this moment, thank you.
Okay. So brings your stuff over. Here's your bottle. And that'll be for the bottle. That'll be 1 gold. Cool. Thank you very much.
I'm wondering about the math that had to.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 carry the 2.
Yeah, not going on with that.
That's 1
And-
gold.
I gave her 1 gold and all the coins that I took out of the.
Oh, you did take them?
I took them all.
Wow.
That's for the
That's-
beers. Keep them coming.
This will probably help for another round, but sure.
Perfect.
And or more than a few actually. It was 22 silver, wasn't it? That'll help for a while. So yeah.
Cheers, new friends.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And if anyone wants to get any other extra glasses of wine, they can go into the fridge too. Just, actually, you know what? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break in like 20 minutes. Let's just finish this next little setup, and then we will go on break.
Barrick, a moment. We have to go back to Jesselin's tomorrow for work, perhaps. Maybe you're not interested, but you've taken money from her till. Do you think she won't notice that it's missing?
She can move walls with her mind. I don't think a few silver is going to flip the balance on her. She also gave us 80 gold,
Mm-hmm.
and
Barrick
it's a
has-
front business.
Friend Barrick has taken many coins from many people, and so far we have come across absolutely no issue with this. Therefore, I am led to believe that it is the correct way.
It's
So-
very strange customs in this land.
You're a very interesting person, Leaf.
Thank you. I think you are also very interesting, friend Tarnus.
Thank you. I suspect, and correct me if I'm wrong, Leaf's experience in the wide world is limited.
Leaf is learning about the world under the tutelage of her new tuteler.
I see.
This is my first trip outside of the monastery. My master requested that I join friend Barrick,
Wait, I know this one.
Urzai.
Thank you. That's the one.
My master recommended that I join my friend Barrick as we go forth in the world. And thus far, I have learned many things from my friend Barrick.
New friends, new lands. You got a pet?
Mr.
Most
Needles
kids-
is not a pet. Mr. Needles is an independent being who chooses to accompany us.
Most kids don't get a pet until they're at least 6.
Did your master tell you about Barrick and his profession?
Friend Barrick visits the monastery twice a year. Brings
I'm
many goods.
in sales.
Very well. I also come from a monastery, obviously a different one.
Really?
Indeed.
What kind of monastery? Let's have a drink and discuss it. Also, Leaf is unaffected by any poisons, including alcohol.
We'll see about that. Oh, Leaf, this bottle was for you, by the way.
Ah, thank you, friend Barrack.
You can drink it with the ale or after the ale, up to you.
Mixes them together.
Oh,
As Thermus drinks more, he will wax on about the ins and outs and the schedules and the various roles and positions and how everything all ties together in the monastery. And you, of course, are a rap listener, so.
Mm.
And how do you two know each other?
We solved a murder together.
Detectives.
We are detectives in a partnership of detecting.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Are you married?
What? Why would you think that?
Similar looking folk traveling together.
We're not similar at all.
Friend Barrack
Thought I saw you holding
believes
hands.
people to be married, and if they are unmarried, he believes they should be, what did you say? Friends of the bed with you?
Yes, partnered. Sackchaps, as it were.
Sackchaps.
Ah, yes, Sackchaps. I do recall. I'm learning many things from Friend Barrack.
Wow.
Seems very knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm. Worldly.
Now that I've
some
been
might
drinking
say.
a little bit. Leaf, have you ever had a sackchap? Any of the monastery boys come around at night?
Yeah, this has been going on for now, like, we'll say a couple hours has been going on. You guys have been drinking.
Often, boys would come in the night to take some books because I have many stacks in my room and I often forgot to return them to the library. And for some reason, they did not wish to ask me during the daytime so that they would come in the night and I would pretend that I did not know. It was a fun game.
That sounds like fun. I never pictured. Never mind. We'll talk about it another time.
As Sim gets more and more drunk, she's going to start talking with Needle, was it?
Mr. Needles.
Mr. Needles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just asking if this is normal for,
So is this
for things around
speak with animals?
Yeah.
Seems to be par for the course.
Okay.
It's been good adventure
So
so
12
far.
monks
It's
at
been
daybreak.
interesting. Met on a mountain.
Begin the
Just
garden.
brief little things like that.
Fantastic.
Okay.
What kind of garden did you have?
Oh, we grew zucchinis.
Towns.
We had, depending of course on the season, as you
And
know.
so-
That's wonderful. I
And-
love a good garden.
As all this is going on, you guys can hear murmurs around you guys about the festival and the different the games that are played on the midway and the different people who are showing different types of either local, which is the local thing is tapestries and
Made of that spidery stuff.
yeah, made of the scalper. And then there's also things like people have booths for wine and stuff like that outside. So you guys are hearing about all this hubbub about this sort of night market, I guess, if you will. And,
What time is it?
it's getting kind of late. It's probably, I would say now, a few hours, like 3 or 4 hours you guys have been drinking, so you've lifted a few. Make a Constitution saving throw, because I know you're drinking pretty heavy.
I'm hammered.
Well, we'll see.
Oh. 18 plus 2.
You are cool as a cucumber. You're feeling happy, but you're in control still.
Leaf.
Who else has been drinking quite a bit? You?
I drink them as they come, and he paid for a lot
Would
of
you guys
ale.
like to join me in taking Leaf to their very first festival?
Are there food
Definitely.
carts there? do you
What
think?
I was thinking the same thing. I was hoping
What did you
for
roll?
food carts.
Food carts.
6, I think.
You rolled a 6? Yeah, so we'll consider you
22. Oh, no, 8.
22?
Yeah.
You're cool.
Oh,
You're tipsy.
I
You're kind of white elf wasted.
Every
I
once in a while, I
appreciate-
druid craft a berry and munch on
Hashtag
it.
white elf wasted.
I appreciate someone who can handle their drink. Not like Leaf here. How you feeling?
I feel spry as a summer morning.
Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work.
Does Leaf eat food?
Uh,
Leaf, do you eat food?
you've had some food here and there.
I can eat food. I believe it is a strong social connection tradition amongst the peoples of this world.
Great.
I druid
Hot
craft a
dog
leaf
stand.
on one of
Hot
the
dog
vines.
stand.
Hot
Have
dog
it
stand.
bloom
have-
off of my
we
off
think
my
alike.
thing.
Sorry.
Take it
Why
off.
are
Just
the dogs
close.
so hot?
That's all right.
I
Just
understand.
Because they put them in a thing.
So they
Why
cook
would you
them
put- you
on a
cook the
grill.
dogs?
Well, they're not an actual dog.
It's a
depending
very
on where you
strange
get it.
word to describe pork on a stick.
So have you
in a
guys-
Why, if
bun.
it is pork, why do you call it a dog?
These
it looks
are
like a. Does it look like a dog?
these are questions that are
Like,
so high.
So at this point,
You'd have to ask.
have you guys left the bar, or are you guys staying?
Yeah, we're
You
heading-
said-
We're heading out.
Yeah,
we're
because you
heading
said you wanted to
Bye,
head.
Nessa.
Thank you. You probably will have to look for a new place to stay.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Hot dogs.
All right,
we didn't hear that.
So as you guys walk down the center of the sort of the main thoroughfare of the town, you see like little booths set up. There's sort of streamers and stuff. Sim is stumbling down the midway. There's little booths where there's games. And there's someone who is over off to the right who's almost like begging people to come in to see their gallery, I guess, so to speak. Please, I'd appreciate a few more people in. The showing's about to start soon.
A request? Should we reply to this request in a pot? Friend Sim, are you okay?
I am great. Would you like a leaf? And I'll druid craft a leaf.
This is wonderful. Thank you for this precious gift.
Because you are a leaf.
Are there?
Leaf just like puts out their arm for you to hold on to.
I've just grabbed a plate of hot dogs and flicked a coin at the person who's selling hot dogs, and I hand one over.
Absolutely, hot dogs were just invented, so it works. It works. There's unfortunately mustard and ketchup.
It's just pork
Not part of
wrapped
this
in
world.
a pork
Yeah.
wrapped in a bread.
Yeah, with bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon's
Bacon's a
definitely in
thing.
this world because I wouldn't create a world without bacon. That's
Yeah.
just fucking insane.
Hot dogs.
Fantastic.
Would you like one?
What is it?
It's pork wrapped in a bread. Someone called it a hot dog. I don't know what that means.
It's hot.
What does it
I'll
have
have
to
the
do
bread.
with the dogs?
Okay. Off you go. Leaf, do you want to try one?
If it is made of dog or pork, I think I shall pass.
I call them too, mate. I'm trying to work on the name. I'm not sure if it works quite yet.
That
but
makes so much more sense than hot dogs. Just eat the bread, Leaf.
Why not call
Thank
them a
you for
smooth
bearing.
sausage?
I will take that under account, fair maid. Thank you very much.
Leaf
and-
feeds the bread to a dog.
All right. So,
What's your show? You small person.
what we're showing here is we've got
Naked ladies.
no.
It is far
no.
too cold for women to be out in.
No.
You make a
cold
good
with
point.
There is
Naked boys.
There is a place for both in town, sir, but not in here. So, if you'd like to come in, we're showing off our new show. It's an exhibit of different tapestries, different carpets, rugs. They're very made from the finest fabrics you'll find.
I love tapestries.
Of course you do. I guess we're coming in.
They are
And-
fascinating and
Makes
filled
one
with
of us.
historical significance.
And
Wow. So exciting. I can't wait.
Are you putting on a show of carpets? Is that what you said?
It's a carpet
well,
show.
it's not my
It's a carpet
show.
show.
They're
It's
going out of business.
well, I mean, we're trying to prevent that. Alira Soar is the owner of the establishment, and he wants to show off a few of his wares in this place.
Are you
Wonderful. I'm very excited. Friend Sim, shall we?
Sure. And I'm
Right.
still like hanging for the
Are you serving wine at this show?
Absolutely.
Well then, let's
And
come
as you
on
walk in, there is actually a sort of a barmaid type lady who's carrying around thing. It's not wine; it is ale. Carrying
Better.
around mugs.
Miss.
3. Cool.
Here.
4.
4.
Oh no.
All right. Right. Thank you. Doesn't cost anything. Just please, we just would really appreciate a few more people in here. Just some bodies and stuff. I don't know if you are interested in this kind of thing.
Very much so.
Not a little bit.
Brother Feshwin often said that I too was as interesting as a tapestry.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
That's fantastic.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyways, so starts bringing you into the place, and there are 2 tables also on the side with hors d'oeuvres. So if you do feel like eating any extra
That
food,
hot dog went
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah, I walk right over.
and you can see make a perception check, everyone.
3.
Is 23.
12.
You are just fascinated. There's no tapestries at the moment that are shown. They're all under. You can see
18.
these ropes that go up to the top, and they're attached to these coverings over these pieces of the exhibit.
23.
23?
12.
It's amazing.
18.
considering how drunk you
18?
are.
12?
Do you want me to roll with disadvantage if I'm drunk?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Roll a disadvantage.
22. 17 and 18.
Wow. The sharpest one in here all of a sudden just focuses in with laser precision. You see the person who came to the door at Curious Goods, who is in there at the exhibit, just sort of hoping to see something. And then there
The
is
shopper,
yeah,
Garen.
Garen.
The fancy guy.
Yeah, fancy guy.
Fancy pants.
There's probably about like 15 or so people in here drinking, having some food. It's not crazy busy. There seems to be like 6 pieces under the exhibit. Excuse me. Wine burp. And you do see a couple. You see a couple because you're just enthralled.
I
They're not even on display
by
at
the
this point.
curtains. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
the place
these
where
are
you walked into,
beautiful.
there's sort of wood slats all around too. It's quite a large space. There is a large room in here, and you do see a couple people at the back who are talking to each other. One half elf to another half elf. One is dressed in finery. The other is dressed in sort of just some basic linens.
Okay. Does it look like a gentle conversation, or is
Make
it
an
look...
insight check.
All right. Yeah, with disadvantage. 16.
Damn, you doing good. Just drunk Sim is cool Sim.
Well, my sober rolls will be.
What you can
garbage.
gather is one of the people seems to be sort of like a little bit like not drunk tipsy, but just sort of wavering from side to side just gently. You're unsure about what it might be, the cause. And then the other person seems to be talking to them and sort of like not angry, not like bridezilla kind of a thing, but just sort of like nervous energy, like just sort of making gestures like this and just making sure that they're on the same page kind of thing.
Francine, do you see the quality of this curtaining? The stitching alone is magnificent.
Huh?
You perceive perfect though.
Yeah, I'm like,
Definitely.
it's not the tapestry though. That's, and then I'll be like, what about? I'll just like slip away and be like, just go over and be like, are you guys okay?
And
Very excitedly.
all of a sudden, Telra comes in. You notice.
Okay.
She's dressed,
Sorry.
just
Damn.
makes her way in and she's like, I didn't expect you to be here. It's good to see y'all.
Mm. Yeah.
Fair enough. What?
Is that?
Telra.
The murderess. Murderer.
Well,
I know you.
The
You
soul
were
sucker.
hot. Now you're old.
That's a little bit offensive.
Accurate.
I wish I had that
I-
flask.
I hesitate to side with Tellier, but that was a little.
Leaf is teaching me all about just the honesty of the moment.
Ah.
That is what I perceive.
Usually should be tempered with I don't know, kindness.
Copy that.
All right.
Next time.
Meantime, mini sausage rolls.
Friend Tellera! A pleasure to see you again, wise one.
Good to see you in here.
Have you seen these tapestries?
covered
Well,
this
not quite
with
yet.
the
I mean,
killing.
they're still
These are
a little
fantastic.
bit.
But
a
even
little
the
bit
curtains
for-
alone are
Well,
gorgeous.
the curtains are fantastic. I think I was doing.
What brings you here, friend Tellera?
Well, I mean, it is a night out. I've got a little bit of freedom here. I mean, sort of. So I'm free now. You guys have no responsibility to me.
Ish. I got my eyes on you.
That's fair. I'm over here. Over
Don't
here.
tell me how many of you there is.
Perfect. So, I just want to have a night out. I mean, it's been a while since I haven't had to feel, well, the necessity to really kill anyone. I mean, if I'm being quite frankly honest, it's been a long time.
Must be
So-
a big relief.
It is. I just wanted to enjoy a night out, and I mean,
Maybe Leaf can find you a Sackchap.
Sackchap?
It's his thing.
You had to be there.
I could definitely find you a sack.
I think I prefer to be out and breathing.
That's fair.
Thank you very much, though.
You could put
You
many
are-
things in it.
You are. I would rather not be in it myself, though.
Oh, that would have been an interesting choice. But whatever you like.
It is a choice. So, as you guys are having this discussion, the guy who is having that sort of heated, nervous energy steps up and he's like, just a sec. Sorry, I've got to grab my section here. It's going to be 2 seconds.
Because I had to said I was going to walk over to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
So I missed. I wouldn't have been there for the Telra thing.
Oh, okay. So as you want to walk over to them?
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause I-
fair enough. So as you're walking over, you do hear this. He's got like almost bone straight white hair. There's all close to bone straight. There's like the most gentle curl to it.
okay.
Pointed ears, not as pointed as yours. And talking to another half elf. Yes, I
Is
did.
that you?
I did catch that belch as well.
Impressive.
Took me out for a split second. Someone in there, Illyrisaur, looks over and
Classy place, this tapestry.
yeah, and you can hear Illyrisaur, the one with the bone straight white hair. Is everything ready? It needs to be boss law. I can't have any more hiccups or surprises. And the other one just calms him down. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay? Just get out there. Do your thing. Can I help you? I'm about to start.
You seem anxious. You could have a drink.
Yeah, please. Actually, please. I would love a drink.
I'll just give her the drink that
That
I
you
have. I've already had a couple sips.
half empty. I mean, it'll do. It's not great, but thanks.
Feel better.
Just chugs it down.
No, just walk back.
All right, and as you guys walk back, starts to step into the center, and let's just sort of flip this over. Let's get the.
Are we gonna take our break?
We're about to take a break.
Alright.
I'm just gonna set the scene.
Oh, look at that.
So we have this.
It's
Ooh, it looks like a Pac-Man.
It's a face. Yep. And we're gonna get there,
Oh,
there,
tapestries.
tapestries, and we
Leaf
get a
is
couple more.
so excited.
Can we get those two over there?
Did you?
Yeah,
print
sort of
these?
equidistant. And these two things here are tables. They're
For
That's
the
where I'm
hors
eating.
d'oeuvres.
that's where you are. If everyone wants to sort of place themselves where they are,
where would that have conversation have
the
been?
conversation would have been sort of back here.
Okay. So I guess I'd be heading back this
Yeah,
way.
so this would be, we'll make this a Lyrasaur, and we'll put Garen Beauchamp is sort of going to step back here looking at this one, sort of waiting, and he steps forward and starts to talk, and we can put sort of, if anyone wants to place these, there's just some random town folks, so it doesn't really matter particularly where they are at the moment.
This
But
one's a
they're sort of
ghost,
all
I'm
around the
sure.
place. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like they'd be giving me
Also,
a bit of a birth.
Yeah.
Wizard.
We got lead. Does everyone have their figures out there?
Yep.
Aw, that's so cute. I'm
Wait,
excited.
where are you?
Should we
Looking
angle
for the
down?
pictures.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, we can. I mean, Christine can do an angle down if she would like to. It's up to you. Grrr, death eyes. We'll give a little bit of an angle down. You're gonna lose me for a sec here, people. But we have a bit of a look at the set. So, all right. So Lyrasaur steps up and says, "Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for attending. After my brother's passing last month, I was struck with blows from many fronts. He was the passion behind our business, and I've depended on him for years. He wouldn't have wanted me to stop pursuing this. So, hired a couple talented artists. One is Kelmer Vent. Unfortunately, she could not be here tonight. She is back home, recovering from the exhaustion. We do have good conditions, just want to express that. And the other is standing here with me, Bryn Donlear. I could not have done this without them. Through their blood, sweat, and tears, they were able to accomplish mine and my brother's vision, something we never thought we'd be able to achieve. May I present a few of their works?" And he gestures over to Bryn, and they sort of lift up the tapestries, and they're all revealed. And one of the ones, where are you? Okay, sort of observing that one. What you see is there's a wooden crown placed on top of a globe. It's bisected diagonally. Half of the image, half of the reality of the image looks like it's tinged in a purple color. In the foreground, there is, woven with a bluish iridescent thread, a female figure in front of a globe with her face in her hands, kneeling before a lake.
This is all in the tapestry? His tapestry?
His tapestry.
Okay.
And so, Leaf,
Mhm.
where are you?
I'm right here.
Right there. Awesome. So, a two-headed female humanoid is walking away from a smaller version of the world, bundled, very different words, bundled in a basket, which is placed in front of a brightly lit lantern. The shadow cast on the ground in front of the globe is an extension of a hand, but it is not reaching for the two-headed female. It's reaching off and past her. Where are you?
I am over here.
Over that one? All right.
Leaf really doesn't understand the imagery.
Yeah.
Huh.
With a similar iridescent thread, a cube is woven in the middle of a non-iridescent pattern, seemingly representing an inferno in a blaze. A humanoid figure with one arm outstretched is attempting to rip themselves out from inside of it, with the other seemingly attempting to reach towards an inverted and shackled female version of the humanoid figure. The female figure is seemingly being pulled upwards through the flames. And you?
Kind of over there-ish.
Okay. The imagery on the tapestry is bisected horizontally. On the lower half, a shadowy male and female figure of the same build and height, with red eyes, loom over a figure who is seemingly running from something. On the top half, an inverted image red-tinted imagery of a wounded wolf being torn apart by skeletal hands, which lays upon the ground, which runs across the top of the carpet. The blood, that is. The blood from the wound drips onto the figure who is running below.
I don't get it.
And feel free to examine and caress the fabrics. I would appreciate. They are exquisite. Please, feel free.
I'm right by. What's his name? Illyrisaur?
Illyrisaur?
There's
No.
over here.
Garen is over there.
Garen.
Yeah, you're beside Garen.
He's the one talking, right?
No, Illyrisaur was.
Oh,
Right?
Sorry.
Is that Illyria?
Yeah.
This is the artist?
That's the artist.
Bryn
Brindon Lear.
Brindon Pretentious.
Brendan Lear.
Potentially Brindon Lear and Illyrisaur. Yep.
Darnish doesn't get it.
Just completely confused.
Like-
Looking at this. Sure. What are
I'm
you
just
doing?
gonna rub the one I'm by and be like, oh, it feels
It-
nice.
It really does feel quite impressive. And as you are,
Can I do a perception check of it?
for sure, yeah.
20.
20.
Natural.
Yeah, natural 20?
That's amazing.
Natural 20. So, as you're going up to look at it, Garen is going. He's sort of on the opposite side of you, and he's really impressed by this, and I would really appreciate buying one of these. How much? And it would be 250 gold. And
I scoff loudly.
As he does reply that, it's like, ouch! And you do notice the fabric with your natural 20 sort of start to move a little bit. And I think you must have left a needle in this one. Lyra responds by saying, that's impossible. We don't use those in the process. We use a loom. Let me take a look. And he goes in and he starts to move over. And what you guys hear is you start to hear a tearing sound. The fabric starts to tear itself apart. And in emerging from it, there's these swirling things that look almost like a dark fabric. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Da da da
Oh.
da.
Da, 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 da.
That's the theme song, right?
So, yeah, that is the theme song. We will make sure to get it written. So, Christine, if you can set us to break. All right.
Are we fighting?
We're live.
We're still alive.
We're
Sackchaps.
still alive. Hashtag Sackchaps.
So concerning.
All right. So I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative as
Come on, baby.
you guys see in front of you.
Oh.
These,
Did they all
all
go?
of these,
All
you can
6 of them? Oh,
replace them.
Ooh.
I got a
These
1
are-
because
Oh, come on, Leaf.
Oh wait, that one's-
I am inebriated. I got a 1.
Uh-oh. And it's coalescing in the center.
Okay.
These things all look sort of dark and black, almost like the threads themselves are just interweaving. And you can see, like, you can hear this constant whipping of dust all of a sudden being brought up. And it's just a tangled mess. But you can sort of, just everyone make sort of a perception check right now.
Wait, initiative first? You want that
Yeah,
number
make
first?
it, do initiative. Sorry, I'll do that too.
Can we smidge this down just a... Perfect.
There we go. Actually did initiative for them earlier.
Did you?
Initiative is, there's no additions, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
there
look
is.
at your initiative at the top there, and it'll say a plus something to initiative.
Beside armor.
Oh, don't try to focus on me. I'm gonna get here. I'll get down
the
again.
Flatter one over here on the right.
I'm pulling a
Buffer
Matt
shape.
Mercer where I'm standing, and that camera has to be adjusted.
Well, you gotta move things around.
It's true, I will, but that's okay. We can see my
All right.
chest,
Do you
whatever.
want the initiative roll?
Yeah, 20 to 25. Oh, okay. 15 to 20.
Okay.
What did you get?
17.
17. Awesome. Okay, so Barrick, looks like you are first.
Oh, hell.
And then we have the entities.
Oh,
They're just going to be listed as that for now. You
Right.
guys do not know.
How many are there? I'm really drunk.
3.
Okay.
3. That one is not in it.
That's
No,
a,
that's
that's a
just a-
human.
He's just, yeah, that's a, we could, you know what, here, let's replace him with this guy to make it less
I think
confusing.
he's like a ghost lizard man. or
Yeah,
something.
it's considered invisible. So, okay, so we have 10 to 15.
Yep,
What'd you get?
11.
11. Okay, well, it is Garen, and then you, and then
Okay.
Telra is after you.
Taura.
Yeah, Telra.
Are they on our
We
side?
didn't put her in there. She's gonna go
Where did
close
she get
to.
that sickle?
Yeah, what the hell?
She doesn't have that sickle. Don't worry. She's gonna be close to Sim.
Oh, so over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
This was the entrance we came in.
No, you
Or
came in the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, and so what do we have for Sim and Leaf?
Oh, I got a sick 8.
Ooh,
I got a
you are
3.
before Sim.
Leaf is slightly more aware than the real
Oh, there's so
drunk
many
elf.
more letters in your name.
Yeah, Sim. Simbe. Yep.
Simba.
All right.
Simbe.
All right. Oh, sorry. I'm sitting on my leg. I'll get down. Don't worry, Christine. It's more my fault. It's my fault. Okay. So, I guess Barrick, you see these entities just whipping, and it looks like you can see the dust being brought up, but there's also like a swirling. Just make a general perception check for everyone, too.
I'll reroll, 'cause that was a while ago.
14.
16 for that.
14.
21.
Okay, so what you three see is you seem to see like some glowing eyes and occasionally like a mouth appear.
Are they made out of the fibers of the portraits?
That-
or are they like
At this point,
ethereal?
it's hard to tell. So we're not going to give anything else out after that point, but what you can do is you can make your move.
Are the other people noticing this?
They're fucking scared.
are they running?
They will be once it gets to their turn.
Okay.
They're going to move at after everyone else.
Because in my head they're made out of something
This will be them.
that came out of this paper, the tapestry thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a bottle of whiskey out of my bag and set it on fire,
Okay, so that, okay.
and then I'm gonna huck it at them.
Okay, so I will
This
say,
can't possibly go awry.
yeah,
Set the room on fire.
okay.
Are we in a tent?
No, it's not a tent.
Shit!
What I would say is all the brown marks around there, that's wooden slats. It's a fence. sort of area.
Feels
And
like a wood
Can I
hut.
rethink?
And
Tinder
yes, you can
pile.
rethink. And it's probably about 10 feet high.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Okay.
these have been set up.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with my idea.
Go for it.
I'm
I'm
gonna
go for it.
break this thing off so that it's like a stick, and
Okay.
same idea. I'm gonna wrap the rest of this material, pour whiskey on it, light it on fire, and go.
It's a lot of things for one move. So what I'll say you can do is you can make a strength check first.
Okay. 18.
Okay, so what you do is you manage to just move your character over to it, move one over to the side, and well, you don't have to move the whole thing, but you do manage to sort of kick open one of the loose wooden boards, and you can wrap it around, and you can get your lighter prepared. But you don't have more to do than that.
Okay.
You aren't able to light it on fire yet. We'll say that you did dump the alcohol, and that's your move.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair enough.
Okay, so now we move over to the entities. And since he's going to move over to Garen, because he's the first one, and what he's going to do... Oh, I need to move these a little bit, because...
You've only got one entity up there.
I do, but they're all going to move at the same time.
Ah.
I'm not going to move them separately because that's just way too much work. So, what it's going to do is it's going to make a constrict attack against him. So you see this entity try to whip around Garen and try to constrict him, and manages to succeed. So he is considered, and he's going to take a little bit of damage. Okay, I'll mark that down. He's able to make escape checks later on, but currently he is considered grappled and restrained. So,
Is he on our team?
He's rich.
I'm
Does that help?
so now we move over to Garen. Garen's turn. He is going to make a contested strength check against the entity to try to break free of it. He missed by 1.
No.
So currently Garen is not able to rip this thing off of him. And you see this kind of elven male just struggling and calling out, please, I need some... This is highly inappropriate. And it moves over to Tharnus.
Yes.
Yes, I almost said Tarnus.
Tharnus will equip his bow.
Okay.
He's got a longbow from before, which he's going to use rather than the
short bow?
rather than the short bow. at this
Okay.
point. And hopefully, somewhat steadily, he's going to line up. I think the one
That's
attacking.
Okay.
Garen there.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's going to say, "Hold still, damn you!" And he's going to shoot his bow. Oh, I think it held
Nice.
still. It's 24.
Woo! Yeah, definitely.
So that'd be 5 points of stabby.
Oh, you rolled both at the same time.
course.
Cool. Absolutely.
Does
So
everybody do
yeah,
that?
yeah. No, I like that. I appreciate it when you roll both at the same time.
Super efficient.
So it goes. The arrow goes, and it does hit it. You seem to see it react a little bit, and it just whips around. It still holds on to him.
Where did the arrow go? Did it go in? Did it go through?
The arrow did seem to go a little bit through, like it glanced on the side, and you did hit it full on, but it missed Garen. So he's still good.
Good. 'Cause
Okay.
My intention was not to shoot him.
And he's like, please be careful! And we move over to Telra. Telra is actually she's going to move right in front of Sim.
Okay.
And going to make an attack. She actually is just using. She still has claws, not as long as she did before, but she's going to strike out at it. And
His claws?
Fingernails.
very long. And
We've
that's
seen
a
that.
that's a
Nice.
natural 19.
Nice.
Well,
Suck
yo.
people's life. So yeah, claw seems
Yeah.
appropriate.
You get old, sometimes you just
with
forget
the
to take
whole
care of them.
3 points of damage. And sorry, you hit it for 5, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
A whopping
cool.
5.
No, that's great. That's awesome. Okay, so that is Telra's attack. She basically went and sort of tried to separate the threads, and they did seem sort of like go out a bit, but then they just sort of reformed and started whipping. And she looks back at Sim and she's like, just please back up. I will try to get this. And then we move over to Leaf.
Leaf is gonna go to the artist
Yes.
and say, "What the heck, man?"
Smart Leaf.
So you're gonna move 1,
gonna
2,
go over
3,
here.
4.
Is this one the artist?
Mm-hmm.
The one in the cape?
The one in no, not the one in the cape.
The cape? Cape
No,
is yours?
not the cape. Yeah,
Not the cape.
that one.
Oh, okay.
One is dressed a little bit more. Well, they're both kind of dandy dressed.
Yeah.
Artist Bryn, what have you done?
Oh, sorry, the artist. I was thinking the guy who owned it.
Bleep.
The artist. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry for getting that wrong. And he responds, "I'm sorry. I've never seen anything like this before." And he's sort of seeming quite frail to you. But that's the only response that you can get during your turn. Okay, so we move on to Sim.
All right, so Sim will move up and wild shape into a vine blight.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Tree.
So all of a sudden, all of you guys
A tree.
see this
Drunk
elf
tree?
turn.
Drunk tree.
Yeah, turn into like you
Swaying
see.
a lot.
All of a sudden, her skin just seems to harden and twist and turn, and then turn into like this tree-like creature in front of you. And yeah,
As an action, will make a melee weapon attack. Just constrict. So I might
oh, so you're gonna constrict it?
attempt to. This
Interesting.
this one here.
Is there 3 of them or just 1?
There's 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
they're
55.
distinctly separate. You can see like them. They're not a collective entity.
Right.
Although, yeah, we'll just leave it there.
Okay. So 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Yeah, that absolutely hits. And that was going after the one that Telra attacked, correct? And so-
this one, yeah.
Yeah, and so you're this. What is it? A vine blight?
Yeah.
So what does it look like when you attack?
I'm just like one big vine,
Okay.
so just kind of whips around and then swipes and just kind of wraps around
Like
it.
it's dancing.
Yeah, just dancing. So
It's like the wacky waving.
I whip my
Yeah.
vine back and forth. I whip my
Inflatable.
vine back and forth.
So
Oh, shouldn't say that. It's copyright.
8 damage, and it needs to
8?
make a DC 12 grapple check. Or it's grappled. It's DC 12.
I like what you're doing there. Fighting fire with
Ooh,
fire.
natural 20 on the save. I'm sorry. And then, but what was the damage?
8 damage.
8. That's substantial. Okay.
Oh, actually, it's grappled, and the check to make the save is a D12. Sorry, it's grappled on a hit. It makes the save
Oh,
on
it's
its
still
turn.
grappled.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So say that again. It's grappled on the hit.
Yeah, so it is grappled when
Okay.
I make the hit. It's in order to escape, it needs to make the strength check of
Okay.
DC 12.
Well, on its,
On its
turn,
turn.
we'll still keep that natural 20.
fine, yeah.
Because it was the roll
Okay.
that was done. And then, so 8 damage though?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so now we move over to Barak.
Okay, I'm gonna ignite my large torch
Yeah.
and move over to Garrett. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna shove the torch right inside this thing that's holding onto him.
Okay. I guess still make an attack roll. Just make it and add your
18.
Oh, yeah,
plus
don't
1.
don't worry. It's probably plus more. It's an
is it?
improvised weapon, but yeah, you're still gonna hit it. So can you roll for damage? I would say roll. God, this is fire. I would say roll a d6.
D6. Okay.
I think that's a good
5.
5. Okay, so that nice hit, and it still seems to since you did roll so high as well, you managed to avoid Garen. So again, you were just like his arrow. You sort of scorch the side of it, and you hear this, and it just pulls back a little bit, but then asserts its constrict back on him. So that is pretty good there. Okay, so now we move over to the entities. So, what you see in front of you specifically, because and you might be able to see this as well. You won't. Where are you?
Over there.
Yeah, you'd be able to see it. You're the only one whose back is towards the whole thing. So what you see this entity do is, I'm just gonna have to make first a saving throw for it. Okay, so what you guys see in front of you is you see these sort of threads go into all of the possible ways into him.
Into Garrett?
Garen, yeah. That could possibly happen. In through eyes, ears,
like
nose,
in his
mouth.
head?
A couple you see going through the seat of his pants too.
Gross.
And it just disappears. So this thing is currently out of play at the moment. And then we'll go for the next one. The next one is going to try to constrict Telra. It's kind of weirded out a little bit by the tree. It does not actually get Telra, so it tries to go and whip itself around, but it can't make any purchase on her. Telra dodges out of the way to the left and sort of avoids it.
She's like the spryest 85-year-old.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, you wouldn't expect this, but she kind of feels a little bit of vigor from that feeling young. So we will go over to the next one. Is going to go this way. There, and just attack this one. Try to do another constrict attack.
Oh.
The halflings.
Yeah, and does manage to hold it and constrict it. It makes an attack, and unfortunately for the halfling, it's sort of, and it's gone. It's not disappears, but it just like goes limp, and then the entity just starts to whip around.
The halfling goes limp?
The halfling
And
goes
like
limp.
falls to the ground. All right. We'll just.
Oh no, my halfling's not my halfling! There was a character hooked on another one. Anyways, so that is their 3 attacks. So now we move over to Garen.
This waitress is going to run away.
Oh yeah, you can start moving.
She's hiding behind the table.
Yeah, move any of those others, I would say, out of the way a distance.
A distance?
Move them 6 spaces away. That one will take an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
It actually succeeds. It's okay. It just takes a little whip, and it can still keep running.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah.
Can this one make it out this back door?
Where was they? Where were they? I would say so. They can make it out. Yeah. Yeah. And Alirasaur is just like kind of shocked, and the other one is sort of just like.
The artist?
The artist is like kind of looking around and taking it in, but just seems still kind of out of it. So, Garen, what you're the closest, and what you hear is, "You sure? I don't think I should." All right. and it's going to make an attack against you.
Whoa.
4. You take that out, and he throws. It looks like a shard of ice coming towards you, but it glances on the side and is completely out of the way. So yeah, that's Garen's attack. Tharnas.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to do this, but I think I'm gonna have to shoot Garen.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's weird.
No, I mean, I'm
Drinking
doing
No,
the same thing.
no judgment. You go
Alright.
do it.
So longbow again. He's like, hold still. And you don't know whether he's talking to you or Garen.
Like holding it, like.
Ooh, that's not as good. 15.
You do hit.
Sweet. 11 damage.
Holy shit, that's
I
good.
think. Let me just confirm. Yes, 11 damage.
11 damage. Cool. That is down to that. All right. So then, is that your turn?
Let's do it again.
You're gonna action surge.
Yeah.
Action surge.
Why
Go
not?
ahead.
It's gonna do it again. All right.
So this
Keep holding still.
this adrenaline goes through you.
That is 16 and
To
way
hit?
less damage. Yeah, 16 to hit.
And damage?
3.
3 to hit. 3 damage.
3 damage.
Okay. Cool. All right. That is Tharnas's turn. So you pull back. Arrow shoots out and goes right into his shoulder. It hits something pretty severe, and then you pull back again, shoot, and this one goes a little bit lower into sort of the, I guess it'd sort of be like liver spleenish. So I don't know if I'm getting those areas correct, but yeah, it hits him in the side there, and he winces back in pain and gives you sort of a look like, what are you doing?
Sorry.
And then we move over to Telra. Telra looks over at Sim and is just like, she just turned into a fucking tree. And then is gonna just like shakes it off and then is just gonna start attacking the thing. Hits. So claws come out. Not like Wolverine we're talking here, but she's got like substantially press-on nails or whatever. That's an early
half
90s
inch.
reference, right?
A half inch.
I just dated myself.
Acrylics.
Yeah.
Acrylics.
There you go.
Hashtag acrylics. It's not going to be in the next Twitter. Okay, that's 4 damage to her. So yeah, she just comes out, lashes, and starts trying to pull these strands apart. Does manage to get some decent damage on it. So yeah. Next would be Leaf.
Leaf is going to come over to this one and flank it.
Yeah,
Across
1,
from
2,
here.
3, 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're across from the tree,
Yeah.
which you didn't see happen before, did you?
No, but I took it in stride that the tree friend is on our side.
We're learning
Okay.
lots of
Just
new
like,
things.
this seems logical. No problem.
Absolutely.
Great. And Leaf is going to attack with a flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Ooh.
Are those bonus actions?
It's Iron Fist is the regular action, and then Flurry of Blows is the bonus action.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Thank you.
No worries.
Leaf.
Oh, our streak stays.
Yep, I got a 9 to hit, and then I'm assuming that didn't hit.
So no, the first fist that you went in with, like it seemed to just the threads just parted, and so your fist goes right through them.
No.
Ah!
Can
And
I
you just hear this.
Oh, that's
and
terrifying
like
sound.
dust is getting whipped up around. Like they just look like they're being held up by the threads kicking themselves.
Can I
So
still do a bonus action?
absolutely. Let's try again. I've got some dumpling sauce on my
There you go.
hand.
Better.
That's better.
Yeah. That's 4, 5,
I
17.
do. Oh wait, do I? I do. You're an enhance. Is it? Oh, it's low. No one can see it for the DM screen. What did you get? He's just pointing out my dumpling sauce on my
I got
shirt.
17.
17, absolutely. So you,
And then I get 7 points of damage, and it's bludgeoning.
Okay, so yeah, you come in after the fists, like your first fist goes through, and you pull back, and you're like, oh, and then you come in, and they're just sort of, they sort of made this like solid wall for a second, and you just took the opportunity to punch right in there. Nice hit. So that one, how much damage?
7.
7. Nice. And you get a second attack during Flurry of Blows, right? Don't you get 2 attacks for Flurry of Blows?
I think it depends on.
If she spends a key.
If
Well, yeah,
I-
she would have spent a key point for
Yeah.
that. Do you get 2 attacks or 1? I'm not sure.
2 unarmed strikes.
Did you take both of them after?
I just took the one.
Yes, take another.
So I roll another d20.
Yeah.
For that. Come on, leave. Oh, come on, leave. 12.
Okay, 12. Okay, so after you hit that first one, it just went solid. You're like, yeah, I got this. And then you go to punch in again with sort of like an, well, it's more like a haymaker.
Yeah.
And it sort of parts then again too.
Oh, no.
Ah!
So leave was the,
Yeah. So now we move over to Sim.
You are
Okay.
not a friend.
So, partially because it's cool and partially because I completely misread the description of this character, of this creature.
Which
the,
creature?
The one that I am.
Oh, uh-oh.
Um,
Did we get it wrong?
Oh wow! Yeah.
So I like
Divine
the
like what
vines-
it looks like.
yeah, so the
Yeah.
single vine kind of splits apart into many, and I reform into this like humanoid vine creature and like slowly trudge one.
Like a trunk,
yeah,
right? Like a
He was right there.
like Swamp Thing.
yeah, and I like
kind of, but a small version.
trudge into the next
Yeah.
space
Oh.
over,
You see it.
and I will entangling plants, which
What is that?
in a 15-foot radius,
Oh.
vines come up, and it
Oh.
creates difficult terrain for everything in that area. And
Okay.
I will choose any number of targets in that area, being the Garen and the 2 vine blights, which will each have to make a strength saving throw of DC 12.
So Garen has to, and the other 2
Entities.
entities?
yeah.
Thank you for saying that before I give it away. Much appreciated. I'm going to roll my metal dice for those. I'm
Ooh.
going to pull out the big
Very
guns.
nice.
So what do I have to get? Actually, don't
12.
tell me. Don't tell me.
Okay.
So this one will be for one of the first entities. And you said it's a dex?
Strength.
Strength. Oh, that's worse. 8.
Nope.
Okay.
Means it's restrained.
Okay, restrained.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second one will be the one that is there.
Each creature.
Okay. No, that's restrained.
Okay.
Damn! And we're gonna go for Garen. He definitely does make it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, so the two you basically create this sort of like area where it's like, is it vines that sort of come up and wrap?
Grasping roots and vines sprout in a 15-foot radius centered on myself.
Yeah.
Um,
None of you guys have seen anything like this. You didn't see
The
this
earth
before.
itself is on our side.
yeah.
Come, plant friends.
Yeah. And just sort of wraps around these 2.
Well, it's difficult terrain for non-plant creatures. So
For
if they're
non-
plants, then
They're not.
But they're also restrained because, or the 2 are because they
Those 2 are considered restrained. They can make attacks at disadvantage. Garen, however, it is.
So, and it's kind of like this whole 15-foot.
yeah. So
Is it 15-foot radius?
Yeah.
Okay, so go from the point, go out 15, and then make a
10,
circle around.
15. Oh, yeah.
It's all of us,
Basically.
except
It's
for
like
you.
everyone, yeah.
So all of you guys move half of your speed that are in there. Does anyone take damage as? Okay. Nope. So you
You're
guys.
not in it though.
Right. So anyone that's in there moves half speed.
And
Okay.
it can use its action to make a strength check to save, to get out of it.
Okay.
Or someone else can get it out of it with the same save.
True. Okay. So now we move to the other people. Claire,
Run away.
barmaid, and she's like, she's a pro though. So as she runs, she still has
Oh, yeah,
those
nothing
beer
spilled.
nothing spills.
Nothing spilled.
She's a pro,
This guy's
and
just like-
though
Sure.
unbeknownst to anyone, she's like outside just drinking them all.
What about those 2 idiots?
Though, they're actually going to sort of just back away, yeah, and just sort of stay there. All right, so
Talk to
now
them
we
later.
move to Barak.
Oh, I feel terrible about this. As I am...
Before you do attack, you can do non-lethal damage. That's
Non-
just
you
like
just
you
have to
say
state
that
it.
beforehand, and it'll knock them out instead of killing them.
That's my goal. I was going to set him on fire, I guess. That's
Non-lethal flame.
I don't know if you can
Fire.
really non-lethal flame someone, but
I'm still drunk.
you do you.
Can I... Is there a way to get this thing out of him without killing him?
We don't know.
You can use your action to make an insight check.
Okay, I want to do a non-lethal attack.
You're
I
like,
wanna
that's bullshit.
I want to smoke him with the bottle in my
Friend
left
at the
hand.
shop might be able to help.
Yeah, gonna call.
What?
I'm
A
in.
shot of.
Yeah, our friend in the bottom of the shots.
Give him alcohol.
Tequila.
I'm gonna shove the bottle in his mouth and force feed him alcohol.
Okay.
No, I'm
The
gonna
only
hit. I'm
way
gonna
to
hit him with the bottle.
exercise a spirit is with spirits.
Exactly.
Okay, so go and blunt him with your.
Oh no, that's a low one.
That's a leaf roll.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
a leaf roll.
is-
7.
Is that a critical fail?
No.
Oh, okay. Not a natural one. Okay. So as you go to bottle him, he manages to sort of dodge out of the way, and you hear make a perception check.
12.
You just hear. It looks like he's talking to himself. You
Yeah.
don't hear any specific words,
Okay.
but it looks like he's uttering a few things to himself.
I'm gonna try again. I have a second attack, I think.
Yeah, this would be your offhand attack. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll just drop the bottle on my other hand and.
Just use your fist.
You know what? I'll use the blunt end of my knife. I won't stab him. I'll use that.
Okay.
Because I don't want
Sure.
to kill him.
Yeah, use the blunt end.
God damn it. 11.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Fail.
Yeah. As you're going in, make another perception check.
17.
All you hear him say is, "Go." Just go. And so we will go over to the entity's turn. Since that guy is down, this one is going to go
Use
for...
its action to get out of the restraint.
Restricted.
Oh yeah, thank you. So its movement is 0.
Garrett's the only one that has.
So let me see. Does it have any? Just see. You know what? I didn't notice it has magical Is that? Wait, that's not a magic spell that
No.
you would use against it.
It's
That
just
would be
vines.
natural. So you know what? I won't use it. So it's going to. Let me just see if its tentacle can reach. It can reach 10 feet. It can. So
Can it attack when restrained? I thought it could
it
attack when
can,
grappled.
but it attacks at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna go over here. Restrained. Speed is 0. Attack rolls
Okay.
against have advantage, and it is at disadvantage to dexterity saving throws. That's all it says.
Okay.
But I think it is a disadvantage for attacks. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure people have issues about this, but we will check this later. For
Yeah.
now, I will do it at disadvantage, so don't destroy us for this call. It looks like it's not going to be able to. It rolled a natural 12, which would have hit, but then a natural 3. So
Wow,
it,
that's a
it
disadvantage.
reaches out and it tries to go for you, and it just misses you. You're able. You do take some seems to hit you, but it's just like it just sort of flops off of you.
This is a strange noodle arm.
Yeah, you hear. It's just like little pelts across your.
Normally I like noodles, but today is not a day for pleasant food.
And then the other one is going to make an attack. It's actually going to try to go for you.
Okay.
But it's going to go for a constrict.
Okay.
So that is 16.
That hits.
Okay. So you need to make a. You need to make a. Until the grapple ends. Additional.
It's the same as mine.
No, I think this is a little different. The target is grappled. You can escape it.
So yeah, I'd have to roll on my turn.
Yeah, and you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
To escape?
No,
Oh, just
this
right
is this is what's going on.
now? Alright. Interesting.
14.
It's a fail.
Okay.
So first, you take from the constrict. You take 4 damage,
Okay.
and then you are also considered poisoned
Ooh, that's
Okay.
like
currently.
that's like disadvantagedly.
Yeah. Cool. So that moves us to Garen. Garen moves his hands like this, brings them up, down, and out, and you see a purple sort of image appear in front of you. It's all just purple, and then he walks through it, and then behind him shuts.
Why does everything have dimension door?
So he's gone.
He's gone.
Interesting. Barrack quickly takes a big shot of his whiskey.
Yep. So Garen is off of the board. Now we move to Tharnas.
You guys gonna be shooting things, so that seems like the next obvious choice. Constrained.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yeah.
Do his thing. 16.
16 against the entity.
Yeah. that hits.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
6 damage.
It doesn't have crazy high. Cool. 6 damage. This one's the only one that hasn't been hit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that one's been
Okay.
troubled.
So 6 damage against that one. All right. Ooh, it's looking really rough. The one that you went for, the one that's in front of Leaf, correct?
I went for this one.
Oh, that one. That one's the. Oh, okay. Sorry. What was the damage?
6.
6. Got it. Okay. Then no,
I
it's
didn't-
not looking
I
rough.
didn't feel
anymore.
like I could do this because I would have had a shoot.
Okay. Nope. Absolutely. Got it.
So,
So now we. That's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna move over to Telra. Telra's gonna make a motherfucking claw attack against that one.
Does she get?
She does. She will move over and take the advantage with the plant.
Yeah.
So we roll. Oh, the claws they come out and they try to scrape against it. They can't make any purchase. They're just whipping too much. And she doesn't take any damage, but they seem to like little paper cuts and stuff. And she just like, and then sort of recoils and backs up.
just breaks a nail.
No, she's still got those
They're high quality.
fucking intact. As she said, acrylics.
Lee press on.
Okay, so we move over to Leaf. Do some damage.
Leaf's gonna go for a punchy punch again.
Okay, punchy punch.
Yeah. Come on, Leaf. Don't fuck it up this time.
You got it. How many key points do you have? You have 3 more, or 2, 1 more?
One more.
1 more?
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count. Unless it's high, right?
Oh, come on, Leaf.
Come on, Leaf.
11.
Blame the civilian. He stopped it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that one does not make purchase. So you come in with your fist, and it does this. It doesn't open. It manages to dodge out of the way.
We're gonna do one bonus action.
Flurry of
I'm gonna do
blows.
flurry.
Flurry of blows. God damn it, Leaf.
Nope.
1 more. You still have 1 more because that's flurry of blows is 2.
Yay!
Oh, that's not so
22.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
then,
Out of your frustration of not getting those first 2, you just how do you attack that thing?
Just like Leaf just like uppercuts it, like goes right for under the whatever a jaw would be, trying to get like
Absolutely.
interior
Yep.
purchase to like lift it in the
Absolutely.
And it's 5 bludgeoning.
Ooh, nice. It's looking pretty damn rough. Nice. So we now move over to Simb.
Okay. Sim will just make a constrict attack against it.
Sure.
'Cause I'm currently restrained, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is
Did you do? You're restrained, you said.
Yeah.
So do you do it at disadvantage?
18 with disadvantage.
Look at you and your disadvantage.
I should have disadvantage all the time. I'm
Yeah.
getting better rolls.
Sim needs to be drunk
So you get
more
twice as
often.
many chances to
Yeah.
make good rolls.
You know what?
Hanging out with the
Now
right
that I'm
guy.
thinking about this, all your attacks should be at disadvantage.
The last one was an attack.
You know what?
But
I imagine maybe if you move into tree form, we'll have a talk about that.
but the last one wasn't an attack.
That's okay. No, it's
so-
okay. I was just sort of figuring, like thinking about things.
Okay.
It happens.
So it is also restrained.
Oh,
It's already restrained.
yeah, it is.
It's double restrained.
double. So you're going for the same one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it takes 8 damage.
8 damage. What does it look like when you destroy it?
I do the exact same thing that it did to Garen. I just like go in with all the vines and just like pull it apart.
Yeah. And as you see, it just like. And it's just ripped into threads, and it just smoke almost on the ground. It is gone.
I'm gonna take a lumbering step towards this one very aggressively.
Through the dirt here. It is a dirt floor.
Well, you could have thrown the fire out. It would have been fine.
Yeah, it's not a wood
I
floor.
could have
This
set the
is-
whole room on fire. Maybe it would have saved Garen.
Seems like he's still
He seemed to
alive.
consent to that, didn't he? Say yes or let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Go. He said go. I don't know. That sounds like he was into it.
But that could
He
have
had
been,
2
like,
arrows
go
in
to
him.
the
He's gonna die
bathroom.
anyway.
Who knows?
There might have been some pee. So who do we move? Or is that your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn.
Then we move to Barak. We can move these over, I guess, a little bit. Just have to see
Are
my.
they covering up
As I'm
information? on this?
Yeah, I don't want to cover my information because
As
this is
I'm
all the stuff there.
moving over, I'm going, get out of my way, tree. And then I'll click the bow,
Okay.
shoot it with the 19.
Nice.
And I think I get 7 damage with the bow.
7 damage, and that's to.
You would
which-
have advantage against it, right? Because it's restrained.
Oh,
Oh, sure.
so what does that mean?
You just
Yeah,
gotta roll again for
advantage.
the chance of a critical.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I hit it anyway, so. Just saying, I didn't roll with advantage last time.
Oh,
That's
you
fine.
didn't?
It's fine.
Oh,
Oh, you would have had
It's all in the
advantage.
past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all in the past.
okay.
Sorry.
Next time. Next time.
Next time.
So, see, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't kill us. Don't criticize too much. So what did you do for damage?
7.
7. Okay. Good. Okay. So now we move to.
Do I get a second?
Yeah, you can take an offhand attack, or you can try to what you can do is you can hide behind something and try to get advantage and sneak attack. Or do you have sneak attack there?
I do have sneak attack, yeah.
Roll your sneak attack damage, motherfucker.
D6 or
Couple
two?
D. Is it just 1d6 or is it 2? Because someone's within 5 feet of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't have sneak attack. Maybe that was the other.
No. You have sneak. I mean, if
Yeah,
you
that's what I thought.
are you? Do you have you have advantage? You get sneak attack.
Yeah. 5 and 5.
So it's an extra 10 damage.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. And that was against the one that's, I guess there's
The
only one
left. Yeah. So
Okay.
17 damage total.
17?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I already did the first subtraction,
Yeah.
so yeah, there we go. Getting close. It's getting close. So next, we have the entities. So it's still gonna go after you. There's something about you that it just wants to try to go for.
With disadvantage, right?
Absolutely. Well, it did hit. Almost threw my line over. But disadvantage. That was the first. So the first one did. And that was more.
Nice.
So 17 and then an 18.
That
With
definitely hits.
natural, without the additions. So we will go and so. Oh, wait. Were you already restrained?
No, because I killed the other one.
Ah, this is a different one. Okay. So you take. Let me get where's my D4 here first? We have 3 first, and then you're still considered poisoned.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you take yours before with just regular? Because you didn't take an advantage, did you?
No, I took it with disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, so then that's it, and you are considered grappled and restrained.
Yep.
Okay, so now we move over to Tharnus.
Tharnus is going to, predictably, use his longbow. He's going to move over here just to get a clearer shot.
Okay.
And it is still restrained.
And we got some advantage, is that what you're telling me?
Nope.
I like that. Feels good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Roll them, roll them, roll them.
here we go. Wow. Whew. 12?
12
It's the best I got.
with the advantage?
Yeah.
No, you just missed.
Ah,
Just.
what are you moving for?
So as you pulled back, you got a little bit distracted by the. You still tree? Yeah. Miss. So now we move over to Telra. Telra is going to go. No, she's actually. Yeah, no, she still wants to. She's gonna go after it. She wants to help you guys, so she's gonna move over to it. Yeah, she's gonna make a claw attack
Advantage.
with advantage. Good. Not much, but it's enough to get it. That was a lot, but it didn't get it down to what it needed to be. So, next attack goes to Leaf.
Leave. Can I attack from here?
Yep.
Great. So I'm gonna go here
Ah.
and I'm gonna attack it.
And you have advantage.
Come on, Leaf. Don't shit the bed here.
Leaf will be fine. Be fine.
20!
Natural 20?
Yes!
Well, that's the way to do this because you know you're probably gonna fuck it up.
Right? Damn it!
5. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Still, what does it look like when you fuck it up? What do you do?
Leaf just this is just like an unarmed strike. So Leaf just like takes the hand and just goes bam, and it just like slices through the thing. And
So it's like a
falls
judo
apart.
chop.
Yeah.
Right on. So yeah, as you do that, you see this sort of like reverberation as you're looking at it. You're the only one who can see it, and it just sort of like, and then it falls limp to the ground, and then just disappears.
Rest easy, curious creature.
And you guys are now out of initiative.
Oh,
So we are done that.
well, I will not be purchasing any of these tapestries.
I take a big sip of the whiskey that's still in my left hand and then yell at Leaf, "You don't get to pick the tents we go in anymore!"
I must confess I preferred the curtains.
And this guy comes out and he's like, "What's going on?"
Vine Blight is going to start walking towards this guy very slowly.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys all get there, and I'm still lumbering over. 'cause
I'm
I
gonna
only have a
shoot
10
an
foot
arrow
movement speed.
directly at the person who owns this place that pulled us in. Just not at him,
Not
but at
at
the
him.
wall next to him,
Yeah,
as
still.
like a threat.
Just make. Let's see how precise. Just make an
Dexterity?
attack. Yeah, absolutely. Just make a normal attack. Oh
Yeah.
wait, how many? How many of these attacks have been with arrows? Not many.
Just
like
one.
just one
Yeah, I've got 4 bolts, so
Yep.
3 left.
for sure. So yeah,
17.
Yeah, absolutely. It goes sort of right through his torn art piece, and then right beside him, and well, it's sort of between the two of them, and they just look at it.
You two, sit.
They just make an intimidation check.
Oh, Leaf, intimidate.
There's also a big lumbering vine. axe
I
coming
would
towards
say
them.
just make it an advantage because of considering the situation.
Yeah, it's still only 14 though.
14, it's enough.
Okay.
He just as soon as you say sit, both of them sit.
That was cool. That was cool what I did.
Hello, friends, strangers.
Is everyone all right?
Who's saying that?
That would be the one on the left.
Did you know that she was a tree?
Completely ignores what
Tharnus is actually helping himself to hors d'oeuvres again.
I apologize for my friends.
he walks past you and he just ignores
Is
you.
she still a tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just like poking. I'm like, huh.
Apologies
I have
for
a
my
language.
friends. They are rather
Why are you poking me?
inebriated at
This
the
tree.
moment.
I have a language.
Sorry.
My friends are rather inebriated at the moment. I trust you understand it makes their conversational skills limited. Apologies.
Absolutely. And you're okay?
We seem to be fine. I don't believe any of us took any damage whatsoever.
You took some.
Yeah, but I'm a tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just shrug it off.
What are
I
you
might be
trying
poisoned,
to
though.
bone the tree?
No, I'm just so impressed. This is the neatest thing I've seen today. You're a tree.
Really?
I
This
fall
is the
into. I
neatest
just
thing
fall
I've
into a
seen?
pile of vines. I drop the wild shape and just walk out of the pile of vines coming out of the ground as Sim.
Kind of like as someone walks up the stairs behind. Yeah.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Friends, how are you?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm a little bit shaken. Thank you for doing what you did. I'm not completely understanding what's going on myself.
You made these?
Well, no, not me directly. I mean, the one beside me stitched them up, but you don't have to move yourself.
Leaf, stop being nice to these ass clowns. You too. How did this happen? Who made this?
No, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is I'm not too sure.
I don't buy it. I'm rolling for.
Yeah, make an insight check.
I will assist.
So roll at advantage.
Oh, 19 plus 2.
Okay.
20 wonderful insights.
You said something about your brother's death.
Well, I mean, missing, death. I mean, they're not synonymous, but yes, he did disappear. He disappeared while working on this stuff. I don't know what happened. If he's run away or what, but after seeing what went on here, I'm not entirely. And he just starts just sobbing. There's like so much that's going on with. Make an insight check, anyone who wants to.
I mean, I shall.
Go for it, Leaf.
Come on, leave.
That's a 10.
Eventually, Tharnas will
You
wander
wanna-
over.
Thousand?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll use the
Natural
phasmid.
20! Because we have advantage,
Yeah, so I'll.
We have advantage.
Did I say advantage?
No,
I didn't say
I
advantage.
had disadvantage because I'm
Just help
drunk and
yourselves.
poisoned.
Oh, you're drunk and
They were on the
poisoned.
floor.
Yeah.
I
But
assume
you
I'll,
are.
I'll use the
Right,
phasmid
let's
to make
do
it
it.
just a regular
Go for
roll.
it.
Yeah, so
I'll just like very drunkenly, hey, help.
So you guys see Sim sort of whisper into her leaves, and this little sort of stick bug comes out and sort of walks towards Alirasaur.
Reach my hand out and put it towards her face.
That's so creepy.
Pretty.
I did know about that thing, and it creeped me out.
You have.
So beautiful.
We need to talk more.
That's a crit fail.
Was that with? Oh, straight.
Yeah.
the stick bug. It seems to have sort of like gotten a few of the emissions that you've taken.
So it's just like waddling.
So
like,
yeah, you see the stick bug sort of like, and then just sort of makes its way back over to you. And if you could actually see like a stick bug go like, and then just crawls back in.
all right.
So would Tharnas...
What did everyone else get
On which?
14.
On inside?
on the inside?
Oh, I didn't
Oh, I
know.
got 14.
I'll do that now.
We all got
14.
14.
Wait, no, I got better than that. I got 17.
That seems judgy. No, I'm just kidding.
17.
14, 17. I mean, he's quite distraught. There's a lot that's going on that He's probably put his everything into this. His brothers just died. He doesn't know, like, what you got as well. It could have something to do. It's just so much to handle, and he's just at his wit's end. So he's
Do we
just,
believe him?
yes,
Oh, okay.
absolutely. With those insight checks, what you got before, yeah.
After everything we've seen today, just checking, nobody believes he may also be possessed by these thread creatures.
Oh yeah. What about the guy that went through the hole into nothing?
I mean,
I am not versed in these things, but we
I might
have
be.
already dealt with one
Do I-
cursed person today.
do you want to make an Arcana check?
I sure do.
Ooh,
Like
can I do
real-
that too?
Real bad.
Yeah, you can. If you want to make an Arcana check and assist, you guys can do it separately.
21.
Oh, Leaf.
21 and 15.
Leaf's read a lot of books.
Yeah, through the knowledge that you got, you can gather that there was some arcane magic, and you'd probably be able to, not you, but you'd be able to identify it as a spell. Like you're able to transport medium distances within the vicinity.
What are we describing here?
It's Dimension Door, but
Oh,
it's,
that
yeah, that guy. That's what you were going after, correct? That's what I assume was your question. Is
Mine was more about the nature of these creatures themselves.
oh, the nature of the creatures themselves. Sorry, I thought you were in checking out what that was. That would be more of a history check.
Oh,
Ooh, I
Even
can roll
better.
for that. I'm really
This
good
will
at
this will be
history.
separate since you got that information already.
Yeah.
Roll on history. Nice.
Nailed it.
23.
23.
Leaf is really good at books.
You are really good at books.
Really likes books.
And for you?
21.
21. Both good rolls. You're not able to immediately identify what these entities were, but surmising from the knowledge that you guys have done from your books, you can guess that it's potentially from the far plane.
I
Oh,
read a book once about creatures of the far plains that match
Tentacles and
similar to these, but it seems odd that they would be here.
because it's so far.
It's so far from that far plane.
the take from Christine is real.
Right? It's not the close
You will be a
plane.
part of these streams occasionally.
Tellera, do you know anything about this?
No, this is. She'll do a roll for it before she says her no. Definitely not. This is unfortunately beyond the depth of myself. I'm glad I could help, though.
I say we take these two idiots back to the guy who can unpossess people in like 8 seconds.
Oh, the Jessalyn.
Yeah.
She's handy with that stuff.
And who are you wanting to take?
Those two.
I'm not.
I'm
You
looking
come
like
with
a
us or he
cer-
breaks your legs.
Make an intimidation check.
Leaf, make an intimidation check.
No, you made. What did you get?
7.
7. He's not. He's like I'm not too sure. That's what we need. I don't think that's. Maybe. I mean, when my brother passed or went away, I'm not entirely sure. There was an investigation done. And as this is going on, you guys can see behind you that there are some people that all of you guys would have seen before coming in with some gear that is leathers. They've got buckles tending to their leather, and they've got a little insignia of a cog on them. Part of the TDDG.
Oh, those guys.
Yes. The Tenebrisian Dominion deputized guard are making their way in. And what was the question that I think there's possibly something wrong back home with he just clams up. And there's a couple guards that come in, and well, this looks like quite a mess.
They did it.
Who's-
Point to the strings on the ground.
They're disappeared.
Oh.
As soon as you guys killed them. And so you point down and thinking where the strings are. I think you might
I take it.
think you might need to be checked out. Ma'am?
What about the poor little
I do look a
halfling?
sickly green.
That's what he's looking down at this. And who is responsible for this?
I point directly at the artist.
And what did you all witness?
The paintings turned to magic string things, and the artist said that his brother did it.
Make a persuasion check. Your constitution was still pretty good, so
16.
I mean, that's
pretty
objectively the truth.
good. It is. It's a persuasion check. It's not a deception. It's a persuasion. So, well, that sounds like the craziest story I've ever heard.
Does it though?
Quite. I've not seen any things as you described in here.
Never. I mean, in the last week and a half, this is the third thing that's like this. You've never seen anything.
And so, in saying something like that, it might have followed you.
Oh. I never thought of that.
Ah.
Oh, crap. Am I cursed?
But didn't he have the paintings beforehand?
Who?
The paintings were
That's
already
true.
here.
Who? Are you speaking to the guard?
Yeah. Just like drunk.
I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or the. Sorry.
No, I'm like, but the paintings were already here when we got here.
That is fair. But
You're a
if,
good detective.
if you are stating that, what are the other weird things that you have seen?
There was the possessed doll at the house, and then there was the living plants that attacked me and my friend when we were just trying to.
No, stop. Just make a check.
11.
We do have a place and a facility if you do require.
I'm not crazy. I'm just drunk. These are facts.
My friend is quite drunk, and it has been a very trying evening. Do you mind if I take him back to the inn to sleep it off?
Well, you can try. Most things are pretty booked up, from what I've understood these days. Can I get everyone's name here?
Paul.
Paul,
This is my traveling companion,
make a
Paul.
Paul and Paul, make a deception check.
I think I'm really good at this. 17.
Wow.
Leaf just stares at you and is about to say something.
Paul. Paul. Thank you, Paul. That's enough, Paul. And I'm profusely winking at Leaf.
Yeah. All right.
And Leaf is still like,
And yeah, and seems to be. I've never met pair of Pauls before. That's quite peculiar.
These are my other friends, Tree and Bo.
Hi, I'm. Vomit from the poison and the booze.
And now you are considered not drunk. So tree and what?
Bo.
Bo.
I thought you said booze. Tree and bow. Okay. I'll let the deception check stand. All right. I will have a guard escort you back to the pub,
Excellent. Back to the pub is where I was thinking of going.
and you two over there.
Jail.
Obviously.
Just a suggestion.
Questioning.
Thank you for your patience.
I appreciate it, but I will be checking in on you in the morning. I've got to do a full inquiry. It is quite late at night. But I will let you go for now.
Officer, is the hot dog place still open?
We don't. What are you referring to?
The
Good
Smooth
night,
sausages.
And
Ah, we
goes
do.
and picks you up and walks out with Barrett.
Thanks, Paul.
So, everyone, you guys do exit your place, and the guard. You do have another female guard in tow, human, cropped, like shaved on the side, black hair, back in sort of a ponytail. She's got the same kind of outfit that he had on, except a silver cog. And all of you guys are making your way to the pub. You did see before you left, the captain or the TDDG was heading towards Illyrisaur as you guys are leaving. So, do you guys head to the pub?
Yeah, but we'll grab
I
a
don't
couple
have a
hot
choice.
dogs.
I'm
on the
being
way.
carried.
Yeah, you're being carried. So, and you?
Via the hot dog stand.
Via the hot dog stand. Okay, so all of you guys managed to make your way over to the pub. It's like there's still like the thoroughfare.
Yeah, it can't be that late.
It's actually still going and kind of crazy right now. There's still people selling things. They did hear a bit of you hear whispers like, I heard something that happened over the stuff like that. And so yeah, you guys are making your way still to the pub.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to the lady police officer. Hi, my name is Paul,
Alright,
but all
can
my
I prop
friends
you up
call
so
me
you're over
Barrett.
my
Yeah, I'm just like
shoulders?
bouncing.
So you're hanging over,
Yeah.
and she's just walking behind.
What's your name? Do you want to have a glass of ale with us?
I would appreciate. No, I don't exactly do any drinking on the job. What would and your name?
Oh, it's
You
Paul.
said Paul?
But my friends call me Bark. Bark.
That is quite the difference in names. Where did you
Oh.
acquire such a name?
Far, far away. What? I didn't catch your name.
I didn't give it.
Officer, pretty it is.
I would appreciate you not referring to me as flattered as I am. It is Mina.
Oh, that's pretty too. I'm still drinking.
You
while
always
we're-
like this?
Yeah. Well, I haven't known him very long.
I have known him for many years, and yes, this is very common.
Fair.
Do you have a lot of problems with whooshy ghosts in your town, Mina?
I've never heard any complaints.
Have you
No.
heard anything about the far plane?
Oh,
There's that
a
chicken
rooster
again.
in the distance.
Where is that rooster?
Let's eat it.
Leaf like walks off
It's
with
weird.
Barrett.
It is
For-
weird.
I
That
fire off one of my arrows just into the night.
yeah, it goes. Make an attack roll still.
2.
You you manage to miss every person that's in the midway.
Good.
It is probably the worst shot you've ever made in your life.
Did I get it?
Yes, Barrick. And
Stop
Leaf
crowing.
burps you like a baby.
Yeah, that
Ah, I'm just kidding.
I don't know
Wake me
what's
up when
wrong.
we
I
get
don't know
there.
what's wrong with that godforsaken rooster, but it keeps doing it at night. Such a pest. So,
I've completely fallen asleep now. I'm just like enjoying the ride.
yeah, you've got and behind the nice thing about like being draped over Leaf is there is that tapestry.
Yeah, Leaf
that's
still
yeah,
has
it's
like a hood up.
Super
Yeah.
comfy.
Yeah, so you can like wrap yourself in it
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
this is the
want
best.
or whatnot. But yeah, you guys make your way back to the inn, and Nessa is there, and it's like crazy busy. Nessa's just running all over, frantic with the little halfling as well. That's sort of grabbing drinks and stuff and helping her out. You guys walk in. What do you guys do?
Yeah, back to the room.
Nessa stops you and, well, I'd appreciate. I did have to move your bags down. I'm sorry.
You tell me where they are, and we'll just take.
I've got them right here behind the bar. We had to give your room away. You didn't really book for a second night, so.
That's okay. We'll talk to whoever's in there.
Losers, weepers. Sorry.
It's cool.
Cool. Okay, so
Perhaps we could
We're just
Go
gonna
back
go
up.
back up to the room.
you're gonna go back up to the room still. Okay, so you go back up to the room and it's locked.
Mhm.
Yeah. Someone opens, and they're kind of like it's a halfling and missing like no shirt. Is it what can I? Room service?
No, this is our room. There's been a mistake. They due to their policy of double
I'm
booking.
really busy
you've
right
been double
now.
booked. Mhm.
Maybe you've been double booked, but I have already paid for this. Sorry, I'll be with you. She's really frisky.
Gross.
We have made a mess of the room.
All right.
Growth. Nice.
Move to the next
Gonna
door.
Perhaps we should return to the shop. I believe Jesslyn would give us accommodation for the evening.
Would she?
She probably won't be there.
Well, that's a good
We were
point.
basically there
Do you
all
have a
night
key?
last night. I can find a key.
Is Barrack our
Is-
key?
They're gonna open a door like this.
Sure.
All right, so you guys managed to grab your stuff from Nessa, and as you're leaving, you hear this this old guy, super drunk, is just like, "Don't come back, tin can," and that's all.
Is
As
it the same guy?
if I hear that before we exit, I'm gonna say, well, I was gonna buy him a drink for his endurance, but not anymore. Out loud enough for him to hear.
I wake up just in time to hear that and fire another arrow right at his head.
Oh god.
At the side of it.
At the side of
An
it.
intentional miss.
Okay, so make a
Oh, look at that.
14.
nice. Yeah. You end up like almost getting his drink, which is probably more closer to what you were aiming for, but it doesn't quite hit it and knock it over. Nice shot. Just passes out.
So do I.
And you hear as you guys are leaving, just like, oh fuck, pa. And then
Where is there a tin can?
so you guys do leave, make your way over to the Curious Goods,
Mhm.
and
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
Leaf just like very gently knocks on the door and whispers, "Excuse me, Jesslyn. Are you home?
And the whole building collapses.
Answer.
Just like a
Answer if you
cardboard.
are."
Yeah, it's never
I
there.
rolled a natural 20. She oddly hears it.
Right.
She makes her way down. Hello. Did you have a fun night out?
It was wonderful, thank you.
Oh, your
Unfortunately,
friend is. Oh,
He's fine. If you wouldn't mind, could you spare a patch of floor for the evening? The inns are all booked up, and I'm afraid we've had some curious incidences that we would like to discuss
what
with
a
you.
coincidence. Curious. Yes, actually, we do have a room upstairs. There is 3 beds. And yes, we could accommodate you.
Thank you.
And then we could discuss business maybe tomorrow. Yes.
I think I'm poisoned.
Oh dear. That should wear off soon enough. I wish I could help, but that's not in my capabilities. She just reaches out. Oh. You should be fine tomorrow. And I'm going to head to my place for the night. I don't really stay here, but I will lock up. You or someone owes me a bit of coin.
You had it right the first time.
Oh. Okay. Well, I will take it out of his next check.
Thank you for your understanding
No,
and your hospitality.
That is no problem. So you guys, she exits and locks the door, and you guys make your way upstairs to the beds. You yawn.
Barrack down in the bed, and then Leaf just like sits down against the wall and kind of leans back.
Excellent. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Yay!
Cool.
So everyone,
Nobody died.
nobody died. Set level
Wait, what about
2.
Garrick?
Garen?
Garen. He's dead for sure.
Garrick is from the other campaign that I was running.
He's dead.
But no, you guys do not know what happened to him. You
He's
guys
dead.
might have to figure it out.
Oh,
Who knows?
we
You guys have a bit of a mystery on your hands, so and since you guys did declare you're such great detectives. Yeah, you can put it in your
already in.
yeah, it's already in. Cool. So yeah, I guess
poisoned.
we will see you guys. Yeah, well, she is asleep, poisoned, shivering. We are gonna finish our stream for the night. We will see you next week. Thanks everyone for joining. We really
Goodbye.
appreciate that. You can reach us on Curious Good. There's the Twitch is up on the. Do you have that up there, Christine? Thumbs up! Awesome. You guys can see where our Twitch is, our Patreon is, and make any comments. We will check out the chat for feedback. So thanks again.
Alcoholism
and,
is not funny.
no. Well, no, not in real life. Game life. Kind of. So we will end our stream there, and hopefully we can see you guys next time on the Curious Goods. Yay!
Dun, dun, dun,
And you
dun,
want?
dun,
Is
dun,
it
dun.
cut?
We're off there.
We're off air. Awesome.
Yay! That was
Yay,
great.
guys.
We did the